live stream on our free Fanatic app. Download it today.
Quiet, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Monday here on the Daily Blender, and your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the super high-tech and luxurious studios here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And, the weekend happened, lightning fast. Here we are. I think it should be against the law to start a week tired already. I mean, I'm feeling like Friday tired already. So I think it should be against the law to make us do this.
Yes.
I don't
I
know
would agree
which
with
law.
that. Yeah.
Or even how to enforce it or how to change anything. But I'm like tired like it's Friday. I don't know why.
Yes.
Is
I
it,
can
is
see
it the
why.
weather?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
the barometric pressure?
It's no, we don't really have a lot of barometric pressure involved with how exhausted we are. I mean, it is the weather. I mean, currently 106 under partly cloudy conditions outside.
It's not that bad.
Maybe
Yeah, that's hot anywhere else, but here,
it's going to be 107
Yeah,
tomorrow, 111 by Wednesday,
111.
Mild by our standards. but
111 this weekend, 111, 110
Ugh.
Saturday and Sunday. Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
But hey, look at it this way, guys. Overnight temperatures starting to go down. By the end of this week, the overnight temperature will be down in the 90s, even upper 80s.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah,
Nearing September.
if you're getting into that, you open the door early to let your dog out. You know, maybe you get up like I do very early in the morning. You let Cicerone out to go take care of his constitution there. There's a feeling in the air.
Feeling.
Yeah, like a feeling.
Like
Nothing
what
more
feeling,
than
Randy?
feeling.
It's a feeling of fall coming to
Yes.
Arizona. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you high?
No,
It's
no,
it's the middle of
no.
August. There's no fall coming for another
I
month
have
and a
not
half.
had any devil's weed since I
Yeah.
was a sophomore in high school. Thank you.
Your neighbors must be from Colorado. That's all I've got to say.
No, my
All right,
my
listen.
neighbors are not. No.
We have many, many things that we need to talk about today.
Yeah.
We're going to
Oh, yeah.
start today
Yeah.
off with a medical emergency.
Oh,
It's
it's
just one of these things.
a
I'm going to
medical.
need who's got to watch?
emergency.
Who's got to?
Okay. All right.
Who's got to watch? Who's got to watch?
I can see the time.
What time
but I
is
don't
it?
have a watch. It's
It's
3:03.
What's the time? The exact time?
it's 3:03. And,
3:03.
Oh,
8
5.
seconds.
All right,
or
call
8
it.
seconds.
Time of death. Arizona. The Arizona Diamondback season.
Oh, boy.
Right
Oh,
here. I'm
boy.
calling it. I'm calling it. Stop trying to
Oh,
do
boy.
any sort of resuscitation.
Yeah.
It's somebody needs to do it,
Yep.
and I'm doing
gonna
it.
go
I'm
ahead
calling
and-
it.
Yeah.
The Arizona Diamondback season is dead on arrival.
Okay. Yeah, we lost 3 of 4 against the Colorado Rockies. Yes, we did. Mhm.
The Rockies, Randy. The
Mhm.
Rockies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, our season's done. It is over.
Well, I
We
don't know
beat
about
the
that.
Rangers, and
we
then
have
we
pl-
got beat by the Rockies. The
We have-
Rockies, Randy.
well,
the
we have-
Rockies. It is
we have
over. It is
Plenty
over.
more games to play. We are 11 and a half games out of first place, and we're not going to win the West. Obviously, I could have told you that at the All-Star break. However, we're only a half game behind San Francisco for third place in the Western Conference. And if you want to talk a wild card,
It ain't happening.
let me pull up the wild card standings for the National League. Right now, we're 6.5 games out of the third wild card spot the New York Mets currently hold.
These are just words,
6.5.
mouth moving.
Well, okay.
Things coming out, but it doesn't matter. We are
Yeah.
not going to be in the playoffs. We're not.
Well, okay. All right.
It's getting worse, Randy.
Well,
it has gotten worse.
It has not gotten any. Let's put it this way: it has not gotten any better. Woodford got the loss yesterday. He's 0-3, currently with a 6.43 ERA, and Lavello is still screwing up, bringing pitchers in, and he's giving away. They had the game. They had the game locked up, and they were up, and then they had no problem with the game. And then he brought in the pitching staff, and in seventh inning, boom, it's over. They gave up 4 runs again in the seventh inning of a ball game.
In the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings, the Rockies, these last 2 games, have had 13 runs.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean,
So it's all about the bullpen, ain't it?
all
It
about
is.
the bullpen, and this bullpen
and
is
mismanagement.
Yeah,
I'll
this
tell you that
bullpen,
much.
it's not the standard.
And the Diamondbacks still are leaving. I don't. At the end of the year, if you want to look what end of the year stats,
Yeah.
I want to see what kind of how many men they left on base over the season.
Yeah.
That's a telling tale.
8,953.
Well, they
8,953, Randy.
they yesterday's game alone, they left 13 guys out there on base. 13 guys.
Beer Bob
and-
says it's not just the fact that they lost the Rockies, but they also
Yeah.
blew a 7-2 lead and a
Mhm.
4-1 lead Saturday and Sunday. I'm sorry,
yeah.
Randy, but
Yeah.
they're done. And I don't want to go all Big George on you.
Well, I haven't said that they're going to win anything. I'm just saying there's still games to play. There's 6.5 games out of the 3rd wild card spot. That's all I'm saying.
This is the last time I'm going to talk about it.
Well, it's your show, man.
That's why I have called them time of death 303.
3:03
on a
and
Monday.
8 seconds. Yeah.
I mean, I gave
Because-
the
Each game now is just enjoy it. Go watch the game. Enjoy it. Go
Yep.
see the game. Grab a beer, grab a dog, just relax.
Yeah.
But it's you're dead man walking. That's all this is. And I know,
Dead man
oh,
walking.
math. Come on, man.
I
Do you
mean-
really want this team to stumble into the playoffs to get embarrassed? Because that's just the way things are going right now.
Well, I want look, if you get to the playoffs, should I remind you in 2023, the Diamondbacks stumbled
They
into
were
the
not
wild
like
card.
this in
They
2023.
stumbled into the wild card spot, and where did they finally got run out of the playoffs in the I think it was World Series. Yeah,
Randy, they were not like this in 2023.
I'm not
This
saying they're going to the
is
World
not
Series.
the same vibe. It's not
What
the
I'm-
same
what I'm
issues.
saying
It's
is,
not the same thing.
Anything can happen if you get into the playoffs. The whole team changes when you get into the playoffs.
you wish upon a star.
All right.
that Diamondbacks team traded for Paul Sewald and had a really good closer, and so that really helped them. But
Well, this
Yeah,
team
this
does not
team-
have a.
this team
well,
is- no.
this team might have a good closer. We just don't know
he just made a Tommy John.
because of this mismanagement of this bullpen.
Yeah.
Absolute mismanagement.
They'd have to stay open 24 hours, 7 days a week because they have no closer.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Beer
I mean-
Bob says, fire everybody.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Beer George says, fire everybody.
Yeah.
Dear George.
George Bob, or Big Bob, I don't know.
Can we
Heavy
talk
Metal
about
Maniac.
how?
Nice,
I'm sorry. Can we talk about how the Dodgers swept the Padres? The Padres were in first place at the beginning of the weekend,
Yeah.
and now on Monday they're 2 games behind in second place because they got swept by the Dodgers.
That was huge. And that was huge. The Dodgers going to do
I
it.
really don't care about either of those teams. I just hope they could both lose.
Can we talk about the American League East, where the Yankees currently sit in third place?
That gives me
Also,
a little joy. A little
Five
joy
and a
since-
half
yeah.
games out of first. The Toronto Blue Jays, followed by the Red Sox, who are 5 games behind the Blue Jays, by the way.
That could make me feel a little better, yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Right.
as all these guys start coming back for the Dodgers, like that game, the second game against the Padres where they swept them, they destroyed them 6-0. Blake Snell looked like his old Cy Young self. So as these guys start coming back from injury for the LA Dodgers, they're going to be a scary team because their issue's been pitching, and that might get resolved as these guys start getting healthy.
Heavy Metal Maniac says it's been a very disastrous season, trading good players, going very young. Sure,
Well-
seems just like yesterday we were in the World Series, and here we are talking about firing the manager.
Yeah,
I say clean the house, tear it all down, start over, including the owner.
it's crazy how quickly things can change. Unfortunately, the owner is the only guy that is untouchable.
I
And-
don't feel like the owner is the issue here.
Well, he
Unless
actually,
it is in the sentence, why doesn't the owner fire Torey Lovello?
Well, I think, he's been the issue in the past, but now, Kendrick spent a
He's
lot of
spending
money.
money.
It's a team that was in the top 10
Yeah.
in payroll this
Yeah.
year.
You
So
can't blame him for this.
with high resources comes high expectations and just
You can
haven't
blame
been
him for his
reaching that.
halitosis, but you can't blame him for this.
And now the Ketel Marte.
I'm
stuff,
just
too.
imagining he has bad breath. I actually
Oh.
don't know
Maybe.
that for a fact. I just want to
Maybe.
make sure
Yeah.
that is made very clear so I don't get sued.
Yep.
For his bad
You heard
breath.
it here, folks. Big George will be ready for you. You better not.
I'm
So
just
skip
can
over
I
guessing
can
that
I
he has
ask
bad breath.
can I ask the question that deserves to be asked as a baseball and Diamondbacks fan? What the hell is Ketel Marte doing on the bench yesterday?
Well, there was some stuff that broke last week where he was kind of divaing out, and the fact that when his house got broken into and then he was gone for a couple days, turns out he was already in the Dominican Republic, and he was just taking an unscheduled little bit of a vacation. And so that, some of those stories started to come out last week. So now everybody's kind of mad at him. So I mean, or at least it's coming clear that other players are a little bit disgruntled with him and his, attitude and stuff. So, I mean, we don't know the full clear story, but yeah, something ain't right in that locker room.
You see what
Well,
Perdomo said, Jeffrey?
No.
Perdomo stuck up for him. He's like, y'all need to quit writing this stuff about him. He's been through a lot. Paraphrasing. I am paraphrasing here. So basically he said, leave that guy alone. We just want to play baseball, all that stuff. So there are teammates, some teammates seem to be sticking up for him. I think this is just a lot of external noise with writers. And I think it is.
I wish we had that leave Brittany alone clip. That's Perdomo. I wish we had that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the truth, though?
I don't know. You're in a series against the Colorado Rockies, the best hitter on the team by far, not even close. He's batting .297. He's got a .952 OPS. The best hitter on the team is on the bench, and you put in Kaiser, who's hitting .143, and that's how you're attacking this. The last parts of this season, there should be no days off as you approach the end of this season. And that's another issue I have with Torey Lovello.
Let's take a moment, though.
The hell is Ketel Marte doing on the bench?
What if you suddenly see less of him in the lineup because, think about it,
Oh, if they trade him, I'm moving to another team.
preparing to trade him in the winter season.
If they trade, I don't care if they're trading him in the winter season or not. My question to the manager of the Arizona Diamondbacks, and if we had a coach's show on this air and he was going to be on here, the first question out of my mouth would be, Torey, what the hell is Ketel Marte doing on the bench? And if he gives me some razzmatazz about, he needed some time off my ass. He makes a lot of money, and she's the best hitter on the team. Put him in the lineup.
Do you think it's a indefinite suspension potentially, or like a low-key suspension for what happened with him potentially being gone?
No,
Look,
that whatever it was in the past,
you know,
they knew about it when it was happening.
Yeah,
So they wouldn't just suddenly go, aha, people know about it. Now we got to do a thing. This has nothing to do with it. This probably has to do with some internal struggle and fighting in the locker room.
Okay.
Maybe somebody brought it up. Maybe he said,
Yeah.
you see what happened in the news? And then there was some sort of something. We don't know what it is, but it probably is connected, or maybe it has nothing to do with anything. Maybe it's just what I was saying. So we just don't have enough information.
Superstars get preferential treatment. Okay. And this has gone on in baseball since the early days. And I think back to one of my favorite times in baseball. That was the 1970s, especially with the Cincinnati Reds when they had Johnny Bench. That was one of my guys, one of my heroes. This guy could club the ball, and he was a great catcher. He had a great arm. He could block. He was an absolute wall behind the plate. But in the 70s, when him and Rose and Perez and Joe Morgan and Cesar Geronimo and those guys were playing on this team, the manager of the team, Sparky Anderson, gave them preferential treatment all the time. So this doesn't rattle my chain at all that he took a few extra days after the All-Star break, one of the few guys that was an All-Star from this team.
Hold on, Randy.
He took
At
a
that
few days
moment,
break.
That was a make or break series that came up right after the All-Star game. This was a moment where you were trying to get some momentum, trying to turn some things around, get it going. And they looked like maybe they could. And they were playing well, and then he was just poof gone. That doesn't seem like the
Well,
right timing for a couple of days off.
I will say this: he couldn't have made that trip without alerting Torey Lovello, who must have signed off on it, and Mike Hazen. Mike Hazen and Torey Lovello had to sign off on him taking a few extra days off after the All-Star break.
Unnamed texter has just something completely ridiculous.
Okay.
Says, makes sense you like players playing every day in the 70s, Randy, because they were all on meth. What? What are you talking about? Did anybody even have meth in the 70s? I didn't.
No.
Let's see. I don't know.
Moist One says maybe Ketel Marte had 1 game suspension from Kangaroo Court because he skipped out on him. Well, that would have happened a long time ago. Kyle G says the Diamondbacks need to be studied. A team that peaked so fast that immediately fell apart. If they just clean house, I worry that the organization will repeat that cycle again. Well, yeah, I don't know they need to clean house of players, but they do need to clean house of management. And, they need to get some relievers in there. We need to get some closers. Big George says, hello, everyone. Jeffrey, I just sent you. I got it. Thank you. And how are Sean Larkin and Torey Lovello still employed after this disastrous weekend? You lose 3 in a row to the worst team in baseball. Yeah, there's nothing that can be said. We already know what you're thinking, George. And we're kind of thinking it too. Quiet Cannon says, Granny, with you 100%. I'm pretty sure he meant Randy.
Yeah.
Well,
thank you.
you know
Hello,
what?
Granny.
Thank you.
This is balls out time for anybody that wants to make the playoffs. Hope this BS this weekend wasn't the dagger for the D-backs. It was. The dagger went right in the heart. I called time of death 13 minutes ago.
30308.
Yeah, that's the dagger for sure. You lose 3 games to the Rockies in a row. Oh, how many times have the Rockies won 3 in a row all year?
Oof. Oh, that's embarrassing. Baker's Cocky Hen says Diamondbacks are 19-37 since Ketel Marte was heckled about his mom's death.
Really?
Yeah, but
Wow.
I don't know that has anything to do with that specifically, Baker's Cocky Hens, but
Look, we've taken it again in the shorts with our pitching staff this year. We have lost Merrill Kelly to the trade market, even though the president of baseball has said that we're giving up on this team, we're giving up on this season. The Diamondbacks still go out there. They played well against the Rangers. They swept the Colorado Rockies in Phoenix just last week. They went in, put 4 in against this team that has nothing to live for, nothing to die for. They don't care. They're going out there playing ball, and they beat the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks were hitting the ball. It was clear where our deficiency is. It's in the bullpen. It's in our starting rotation. Even Ryan Nelson came out and had a hell of a game.
He's been great this year.
Hell of a game.
Yeah.
And was doing well. Went in well into the 7th inning before Torey Lovello did the elephant walk. He gave up a hit. Oh, we got to pull him real fast. The numbers say pull him now. It don't get me going on that. But as far as Ketel Marte, I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but I give a hoot about it. He had to have approval from the team for him to take those extra time.
You can have an opinion about it. You can, but really it's an internal thing, and it is between him and the team and his teammates. But yeah, it does not make for a less than toxic locker room. Heavy Metal Maniac says there was a lot of cocaine and other types of drugs and alcohol in the 70s in baseball and other sports. Unnamed texter says, yeah, look up Greenies. Yeah, I'll just take your word for it. Golden Domer says best player, soft best player, soft team.
Is he talking about
Thank
Ketel?
you for your haiku.
Yeah,
Berg says, who knew Ketel Marte was Kaiser Sose? And I'm gone. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, let's talk about drunk Rob Manfred talking Major League Baseball expansion.
Yeah.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
All systems go.
Listen to our live stream on your phone at 1580thefanatic.com.
I get so many headaches every month.
It could be chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for those who have 14 or fewer headache days a month. Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor. Visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Whether you're betting in person or online in Arizona, double check before you place your bet. Verify your gaming operator. Make sure the sportsbook or casino is regulated at gaming.az.gov/check-your-bet. Using a regulated operator gives you important player protections, access to secure payments, the ability to file dispute if needed, and responsible gaming tools and resources. Protect yourself. Protect your bet. Head to gaming.az.gov/check-your-bet to learn more about regulated gaming in Arizona. This message is sponsored by the Arizona Department of Gaming.
Will Shakespeare here. Back in my day, I invented over 1,700 slang words like swagger, bedazzled, and my personal favorite, besmirch. But even I have trouble understanding slang words like yeet or bougie or
This is fire.
Actually, it is extremely smooth Shakespeare vodka.
Okay, boomer.
See what I mean? But there is one word that describes the pure quadruple distilled spirit crafted from an 8th century Polish recipe the first time you try it.
So lit.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Shakespeare vodka. So lit.
Weekdays at 6 a.m., broadcast veterans Dave Ross and Jensen Lewis share their insights, break down games, and analyze the data to give you an edge. By the Books takes you inside the numbers, showing you what you should look for to help you make the most of your sports betting decisions. By the Books with Dave Ross and Jensen Lewis. Weekday mornings at 6 a.m. on Arizona's sports betting station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Danny Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, and well, we got George's skirt up now. He says, "Oh, Jeffrey, you know how to grind my gears." With today's topic, starting the show, drunky drunk Rob Manfred was at the Little League World Series game yesterday, and he did legitimately sound drunk, which I am not sure how he's getting drunk at a Little League stadium that doesn't serve alcohol, but he wants radical realignment in baseball. He doesn't want Boston play in LA anymore. He wants to keep everybody regional. What the hell? Do not drastically change the divisions. They're fine as is. Maybe go back to how the schedule used to be, where you played everyone in your division, 6 series in a season. That's 3 times at home, 3 times on the road, and that'll reduce the travel. This play every team thing is ridiculous. So yeah, Rob Manfred is saying if we expand, that will lead to some geographical realignment in divisions. And how does that affect the Diamondbacks? Well, the San Francisco Giants would be in a different division after that. It would only be the Angels, Diamondbacks, Dodgers, and Padres. Okay, how do we all feel about this? Well, horrible is how we feel about this. You don't need geographical realignment to expand, do you, Randy?
You don't. No. If you expand by 2 teams, it'll even out both leagues, American and National League. They'll both leagues would have 16 teams in them. So it'd be really nice that way. I'm not against expansion. There have been a lot of teams or a lot of cities talked about as far as expansion goes. So could be Utah.
Well, the two that are most likely is Nashville and Portland.
Well, it could be Portland,
Yeah.
could be Utah, could be Nashville, Charlotte, Montreal, and San Antonio are among other cities that have been speculated as possibilities. But I think that Portland and Nashville are the two that will get the most the hardest look at expansion if and when that comes. The commissioner said they probably won't expand by the time I retire. He's going to retire at the end of his term. So I don't know how I feel about this because, the world changes every day, and baseball has changed throughout its years as a game. I mean, they didn't start out with American League, National League. They grew into an American League, National League.
Yeah.
They had a core base of teams. They weren't flying all over the country at the time. And the game is so big now that you've got to think about travel time. Some of these jets get in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning after a game, the night before. So in other words, like the Phillies might be on the East Coast playing at home, and then they have to fly out to LA to take on LA the very next day. And they might lose the first game just because they're worn out as a team, trying to sleep on an airplane before they get to the hotel at 4 o'clock. Then they've got early batting practice, which is around noon. Then they kind of lay around the locker room, getting ready for the game. But I don't know how I feel about this. I'll start with you guys. I know, Jeffrey, you're not for it. So Triple H, what do you think?
Understand something, though. There's more. Before we go there, there's more that we need to hear about, because Manfred is saying if we expand, it provides an opportunity to geographically realign to save a lot of wear and tear on the players in the terms of travel. So if I don't know if you've seen the new workup of how that might be. If it saves travel, it's going to maybe knock out a couple of like long-term rivalries, but maybe it just makes things a little bit easier. I mean, I don't care about making things easier for anyone else's team, but the Diamondbacks. But
I don't.
It could make sense.
I don't see how the Cardinals and Cubs would be split up into two. Like they've got the Cubs in the North Division. They have the Cardinals in the Central. But I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the Brewers being in the North Division and the Cubs being in, or the Cardinals being in the Central. So I think there's a lot of work that has to be done on this. I'm sure this is just like a mock-up of some possibilities, but like they've got a mid-Atlantic region. I don't know how I feel about the Reds are a mid-Atlantic team. They're in Cincinnati, man. That's what I mean. There has to be somebody's gonna have to go over this with a fine-tooth comb before it's finalized, I'm sure.
Let me do it, because I'm sick and tired of badly drawn lines. Look at where the Colts are in the AFC South. Believe me. I could draw up a map for everybody. By the way, is there something wrong with my map, my feed, or is it Randy's feed?
Y'all's feeds are
is
both
it just
fine.
my imagination?
Yeah, I think it's
What?
just
Because I'm watching everybody else's lips on the camera look like a kung fu movie, kind of like when the Cardinals pregame was on TV the other day. So is it me?
You are a little
change
bit
my feed?
behind. You're a little bit behind. Yeah. So like the words. Yeah. But it's hard to notice.
Then,
I picked up
just-
on it.
I wanted to know if I start sounding bad, let me know and I can make a switch. Okay. You want to make sure, because it's freaking me out. 888-368-1580. So, all right, what do you say to this? Imagine, I'm going to wait. Let me guess. You're okay with it. You like the idea of the MLB expansion and geographical realignment, don't you, Harris?
It's different because their baseball has the richest history of any professional sport in America. And the AL-NL format I mean, the NL was founded in like 1876. AL was founded in the early 1900s. So there's so much history at stake here. I understand both sides. I'm going to be incredibly neutral on this because for the history part, I get it. Fans are mad about that. I think in this format, you guys mentioned it, the Cubs and Cardinals, that's one of the biggest rivalries in baseball. They've got to be in the same division. They're also, St. Louis is 4 hours away from Chicago?
Right.
So that's for sure doable geography-wise. And looking at others here, Dodgers and Giants being separated, I think that's for sure a concern. I think that is absolutely a concern.
You know what? Give me the map and let me take a look at all this, and I'll have an answer for you by tomorrow. I'll tell you how it should be.
Okay.
And that's the thing. I'm not going to drink while I do it, unlike Rob Manfred. So my version should come out pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, the two expansion teams being Charlotte and Nashville, I think the South is a really undersaturated market for the MLB because baseball's really popular there. I mean, you talk about the college game with like LSU and Arkansas and Tennessee and those teams.
Well, I didn't see Charlotte and Nashville.
Charlotte's on this one.
Yeah, Charlotte is a potential. Montreal, San Antonio.
I see Nashville and Portland on the CBS Sports. So I don't know.
Well, right. Nashville and Portland are the front runners.
I've seen Salt Lake too. I've seen Nashville in about every single one. So I think Nashville is probably the number one. And the number two, I think there's a lot of candidates in mind. But I see both sides, Jeffrey, because I understand. You know how much the MLB pays in travel? It's crazy how much that league pays in travel because you have 162 games and you got to travel here and that. And like you said, you're going to be in by like 3:30 to 4 a.m. sometimes. So I see the logic. I just think they need to do as much as they can to preserve the rivalries. There can be a balance between these two things. They just got to figure it out.
Well, I don't
Imagine
see
if they were still using buses.
I don't see why the rivalries couldn't continue on.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that would go away. I understand geographical matchups. You would play the majority of
reducing
games.
the amount of games in the rivalry for sure.
Well, I mean, maybe so, but you can still. I think it would sweeten the rivalries if you're not playing them, 20 times a season. You know what I mean? If you only play them home and away, series like that. Then the whole Cubs Cardinals thing becomes a whole new level because now these guys are only going to see each other 6 times, and if you if you're not diluting the rivalry by having it played over and over and over again, so.
Yeah.
Ghetto Girl says, sounds like political redistricting. You know, what's funny is when I was just starting the conversation earlier talking about this, that did come to mind. Sir Drives a Lot says, none of the baseball stuff matters. With the looming collective bargaining agreement and baseball's history of behavior during those times, baseball is going to be on life support before any of this even matters.
Not true.
Moist One says, gerrymandering. Unnamed Texter says, Schmidt, an open book on greenies. Okay, unnamed Texter, we haven't heard for you since May, and now all you want to talk about is meth. We're good. We believe you.
Well,
we believe you. 100% believe you. But
I think greenies were uppers or speed. I don't think they were meth at all.
How do you know?
Heavy Metal Maniac says, remember when the Arizona Cardinals moved here and they were in the National League, the NFC East for a long time before the NFL switched them to the West?
Yeah.
Well, that's a different kind of situation. That's a thing where somebody buys a team, moves a team. Well, then you just have to deal with that later on. But, right now, if you have an opportunity to get this right, you should get this right, but also be mindful of all of the rivalries, and I'm sure there's a way to make these things work. Swuzman wants you to know that he's at home and he is watching some dogs. I love when he sends me the dog pictures because it's always different dogs. So this time though it's just a couple of poodles. Part poodle. Well, somebody that's part poodle. Was that terrier? I don't know.
Do they have a stop sign in their backyard?
A stop sign. Look at that yard, man. Look at that putting green.
That's a stolen stop sign.
And a stolen stop sign right in the backyard.
Interesting.
I don't know why they felt like they needed it there, but all right. But here they are inside, and this one looks vicious.
Yeah, he looks.
That's a vicious
Oh,
dog.
Yeah. He looks. Maybe he's a Diamondbacks fan.
Go back to that other shot, will you, Jeffrey? I want to point something out I saw in the yard here. Is it me or is that cable box back there? Has that been tampered with? Is that a cable box back?
Where's a cable?
Oh no, that looks like
a golf bag.
That's a golf bag. Never mind. I was
Oh,
going to say, they're hijacking
golf
cable
bag.
there, huh? Nobody.
I thought it was.
You know what it is? It's a golf bag. It's a golf bag hiding a tampered cable box.
Aha!
So you were right, Randy.
So I basically I need to switch my feed because this is so weird being on like a second or two delay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not.
I'm behind you guys, or are you guys behind me?
Yeah, I think you're fine now. It's kind of gotten better.
I can hear myself coming back to Randy's.
No,
headphones.
you're off.
Jeffrey, I wanted to add one thing on the whole expansion thing.
No.
Oh, okay. We can move on then. That's okay.
No, I'm Kiss King. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I think the MLB.
The delay is amazing because I got to sit there and really enjoy that awkwardness.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we could keep it then. The MLB needs to take notes from the NFL as to how they do this. Because here's what the NFL did. They were able to get the balance between the two. Because in the NFC East, I use, for example, like the Cowboys are in the same division with the Commanders, Eagles, and Giants. In no way is that logical or make any sense. But the NFL realized, well, the Cowboys and Eagles and Cowboys and Giants, those are massive rivalries. Those are big rivalries. So we should keep them regardless of geography. I think the MLB just needs to take that same philosophy of like, we're not going to go extremely geography heavy, extremely rivalry heavy. We can balance the two. So I think that if they take notes in the NFL and do that philosophy, they can nail this.
Beer Bob says, I would hate to see the New York teams play each other 19 times a year. Same thing with the Chicago teams. They need to keep it as the American and National League, not do a stupid East-West thing. You could still keep rivalries if you reshuffle the divisions.
You'd just be paying so much more in travel by that philosophy. And the MLB sees a way to not spend as much money. And it's a business in the end of the day. So, you know, why wouldn't you from that perspective? So.
All right, let's take a break so I can fix my thing.
I could.
Okay. I know you're thinking,
right.
Which thing?
Yeah.
And whatever you're thinking is correct.
Yeah.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Get our free app and listen to the Daily Blender everywhere you go. Get it today, wherever you get your favorite apps.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Protect your home and auto by bundling them with Progressive, and you'll have a little less to worry about. But we know you'll find other things to worry about. Like that text you just got from your boss. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Oh, hey, call me when you get a sec. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, well, at least you protected your home and auto with Progressive, so you don't have to worry about that. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Life can throw a lot your way. For some, that includes first episode psychosis, or FEP. It can feel overwhelming, like hearing or seeing things that aren't there, or feeling disconnected from reality. The good news? FEP can be treated. Recovery can include medication, therapy, and support from peers. There are programs across Arizona with people who understand and are ready to walk with you. It all starts with one click. Visit learnmorefep.org. Sponsored by MacForce, working to build healthier communities.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. Did you know that the Lund Mortgage Team was founded back in 1999? That's right. They're celebrating 25 years in existence this year. And you know what you have to do to stay in business that long? You have to be good at what you do. And the Lund Mortgage Team is not just good, they are great. They have helped thousands of people save thousands of dollars over those 25 years here in the Valley of the Sun. They only lend in Arizona, and they're mortgage brokers, which means they can shop your rate around. They're not tied to just one set of rates. Mortgage rates can get crazy. They can get high. They can get low. There's good times to strike, and there's times to stay on the sideline. Let the Lund Mortgage Team be your coach, be your team leader when it comes to these huge decisions. Call 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940. Or you can always check them out at lundmortgage.com. Great website with all the tools you need. Call them today. They're my great friends, and you'll love them. It's the Lund Mortgage Team.
Summer doesn't mean the end of sports. There's MLB, NFL, NBA, NHL, news, stats, scores, and more. If there's sports, we talk about it. We're 1580 The Fanatic. Let's go! And always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today's Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Heavy Metal Maniac says, Jeffrey, what was I seeing you there putting in your mouth there? Oh, it was my Cat 5 cable. I wanted to see what happened. Really not much happened. Not like the time I grabbed the lamp cord and stuck my tongue on that cord. That is something happened. I don't remember what it was, but something did happen.
Something happened.
Pretty sure. 888-368-1580. So I'm going to take this list of teams, and I'm going to go grab a map, and we will see if I can come up with a better drawn, situation than Rob Manfred. I'm pretty sure I can.
The official Daily Blender restructuring, realignment map.
And I'm going to name these much more cleverly than Major League Baseball.
Oh, so you're going to have division names then?
I'm going to have the A-hole division. Where the I think I'm going to put the Yankees and the Dodgers in the same division.
Oh,
now, listen,
I think you should. Yeah.
Listen, I haven't had a chance to get to a map yet, but I'm telling you, there will be, or there'll be A-holes East, A-holes West. I don't know yet. I'm going to take some time with this, and I will get back to everybody. Do you hear about Craig Counsell? Here's the thing. People, if it's not about baseball, who gives a damn? That's the thing I'm going to start with. But the Brewers are and reporters, they're upset with Craig Counsell because they're like, hey, Craig Counsell, who used to be a manager of the Brewers, who used to live in the area, when they asked him, it's like, hey, what do you think of that George Webb thing there? The Brewers are trying to win there for the burgers for everybody. And he's like, I don't know what that is.
Uh-oh.
And they're like, oh, okay. And then later, like, hey, wait a minute. And so now everybody is saying, well, he's a liar. Here's the thing. If I'm the manager and they want to ask me about some stupid hamburger promotion, pretty sure I'm going to just, I don't know. Who cares? Who cares if he fibbed when he said that? It wasn't like, he was in front of a Senate subcommittee. He just didn't want to talk about it. And if you're the opposing manager, and you used to work in a place, oh my God, you must get tired of hearing a lot of different questions.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a deflect, good old fashioned deflect. It was a corporate answer, but you can't really blame them,
They dug up a 2018 article where he talked about it. Oh, yeah, I remember the concept of free burgers going back for a long time. Hard to believe it's never happened since back then. So like, aha, what do you have to say to this?
Who was
It's
this
not
Riders?
about baseball. It's not about baseball. That's what I have to say to this.
Was this Riders that dug it up, or was it fans?
Yes.
It
Yeah.
was
Chicago
Riders?
Press.
Okay, the
Yeah.
Chicago Press.
Yeah.
What?
Well, actually, it was a
Alrighty.
reporter from a TV station who unearthed the article.
It's just a real attempt at gotcha journalism. You know, they got
Well,
nothing
you don't
better
got
to
him.
do. Yeah.
You don't got him.
Yeah.
He didn't lie on a job application. He didn't do a crime. All he did was somebody tried to get him to engage about the stupid hamburger promotion of his former team. He was like, no, I never heard of that.
See, that's where
I think it's funny.
That's where I think Bill Belichick is the king of press conferences.
Yeah, and they wouldn't go after him for this.
Because he doesn't allow stuff like that to happen. We're talking about the game. You know what I mean? That's what he does. We're on to Pittsburgh.
We're on to Cincinnati.
Firefighter says, did you fix your thing? Yes. Is your PP working all better now? Undecided. 888-368-1580. See, I just did a Craig Counsel. My PP's working fine. You see how I did that?
The corporate answer, Jeffrey. The deflect.
Undecided.
See, I would have gone the Belichick way.
Yeah, right, Mark. I thought that there were
firefighter.
See what I mean? Saying
firefighter,
something without saying anything. See what I mean? He's a master of that.
Right.
So Victor Robles.
Yes.
I love what he did. But it's probably not good. He's with the Mariners, but he got sent down, and he was in a AAA rehab game on Sunday. He got plunked, so he ran around the back of the umpire, grabbed his bat, and then tomahawk threw it right at the pitcher.
Oh, listen, that's dangerous. Yeah, but yeah.
What I don't know is, did he hit the pitcher? Points for if he did.
I don't think he did. No.
I've wondered why they haven't done that before. I'm half tempted to do it myself.
There has been people that have. Was it who was it back in the day? Was it Manny Sanguillen? Somebody got mad because he got plunked and he threw his bat at him, and then he just chased the bat out there and started delivering blows to his head with his fist. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, that's he was mad about. I think he's going through a big emotional thing.
Well,
he lost a friend recently.
That's not just it. He says getting hit 5 times and 15 at bats added to the.
Well,
pressure.
I was gonna mention that. Yeah, and he got hit 5 times, and Seattle had sent him down, which is a demotion, and it's never cool to go from the big team down to the minor league team.
He's about to get a lot of time to rehab because if this is anything like what has happened in the past, there's a guy who got suspended 50 games without pay when he threw his bat. Of course, he hit the home plate umpire when he did it. So maybe Robles not hitting anybody might make it easier, but he's going to be suspended for a chunk, man.
Did you see he threw the I think it was the cooler on the field?
He
afterwards?
wasn't done, went into the dugout and threw the ice chest out with all the drinks. You can see the other guys going, I was just on my way to get a drink.
yeah.
Can I just, why would you throw our drinks? Because trash can, I get, but I was thirsty.
Come
But
on,
I
man.
guess
That
now
would,
I'm
that
not.
would be like if I was in an argument with an umpire and he ran me, I'd say my piece and then I'd go in the dugout and do something like that. Just pick the cooler up with Gatorade, throw it onto the field. You know what I mean? Throw bats out there. I would make an exit like nobody ever heard of before.
It's the ultimate FU. I'm sure it was one of the better things to see at a Tacoma game. That's for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't really get much better than that, really.
Ticket sales might go up after that.
But just seeing the guy chuck his bat like that, I was like, it's about time.
Gosh.
It's about time.
He said he got hit in 5 at bats in the last 15 pitches.
I'm not, a mathematician, but I feel like that's a lot.
That's a
he got plunked 5 times in the last 15 ABs.
I'd be livid if 5 times. I mean, 1 time accident, 2 times, still probably accident. 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Oh man, I'd be pretty ticked off. I would be.
It was a heck of a thing to see, though. That's all I'm going to say.
Heck of a thing. That's right.
888-368-1580. King of Kitten says Roger Clemson threw a broken bat at Mike Piazza.
Yeah.
I remember that. Swuzman says, Randy, I think it was Roger Clemens hitting Mike Piazza.
Piazza hit something. It broke his bat, and a piece of it flew out there by Roger Clemens, and he threw it back at Piazza.
When he was walking to first base, I think.
Yeah,
right?
when he was trotting first base.
Yeah.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, why would the manager of the opponent answer a question about the other team's fans and food community? Exactly what I think. I've got no fault on Craig Counsell for that. Just take Counsell back already, please. And by the way, the Robles play was pretty funny to watch. Heavy Metal Maniac says, Randy, that is awesome. How many times did you get tossed out of games? Do you know?
Jeez. You know what? I have my shoes on, so I can't use my toes.
I've only been ever thrown out of one actual game for anything, and it was
Really?
church league basketball for a double technical.
No shot. What'd you do?
This guy was just like hanging on me like a wet sweater. And I just finally kind of came a little shove back. He shoved me, and then I shoved him into the bleachers. He went all the way into, well, basically his family. So
You're kidding.
And my coach was like, yeah. My coach was the pastor. That just should show you something right there. So it was a justified thing, but still ended with me sitting on the bench, which, be honest, I was pretty tired anyway.
Yeah. Got to take a break. That's crazy. And the pastor was cheering. Yeah.
So your dad is on the text line.
Oh, yes.
He's a little critical today.
Okay.
Which makes me feel like he doesn't listen to the show that much.
Okay.
He says, y'all talking so much about nothing that I can't get a grasp on your nothingness to contribute a comment. Must be a really slow Monday. Nope. Sometimes we just talk about nothing. If you can't handle nothing, go listen to something. He also says, do I ever have a great 100% true story of Nolan Ryan pitching against Bo Jackson? Well, I'm very happy for you, but unless you share it, then only you have it. So there's that.
It's been
Do we wait? I don't feel like we should wait.
I'm sorry, Triple H.
I think he'll get there.
I will say this. Every time Barry Bonds came to bat against Curt Schilling always went up and in on him every time. That's a smart thing to do, isn't it? Up and in on him. And
he would not hit him.
He would not walk him either. But he would go up and in on him every time he came up.
It's a fear tactic.
Well, it's not just that. It's just you can't hit a home run off of something that's up and in.
Yeah.
Not unless you take a step back, right, Randy?
It was also, you don't scare me, bro.
Was it around here? Was it around here?
Chin music.
On the chin?
Yeah.
I love that. It's like
Curt Schilling against Barry Bonds. Just look it up. Every time he would come up,
that is
he knew he was going to get a high, hard one, man. He
Excuse
just
me?
knew it.
Love it.
Wow. Swazman says, Jeffrey, back in the day here in Tempe, when I coached Little League to the state finals, I got kicked out of the game as the third base coach for taunting the other team because we had a walk-off home run. Eventually, we met South Scottsdale in the finals, and they beat us. Well, dude, as a third base coach, you're probably not supposed to beat the one taunting. I think it's the kids. So I think you deserve that one. Baker's Cocky Hen says, someone from Leaper's Fork should be used to a lot of nothing, I'd think. Firefighter says, I want to go to your church, Jeffrey, where the pastor condones violence in the basketball court. I take it wasn't LDS. No, it was not. It was actually, this was 30 years ago, and it was sort of Southern Baptist. So, you know, we could foul out. We just couldn't dance.
Very fundamental. Yeah.
Just not allowed. Just don't you dare tap that foot, O'Brien. No. Chief Skull says, afternoon, gentlemen. I'm perplexed today. This new Minnesota Vikings male cheerleader has me very perplexed. Or is that new cheerleader making you feel naughty in your naughty places? Do you guys even know what he's talking about?
I do.
I can show you a picture. Hold on. Let me bring this. I'm going to bring this up on my Twitter machine, and I will show you on the screen. Randy, I guarantee you, you've never seen anything like this. All right. Here is the new cheerleader for, and this is real, the Minnesota Vikings. And is this a fella out there doing the same moves and dancing with the girls and being that male cheerleader that he is.
Okay.
He's got moves like Mick Jagger. I was going to say that because it's
okay.
Mick Jagger. Oh yeah, I really don't have.
I mean,
he's
good for him. If that's what he wants to do, good for him.
Yeah, spirit.
He's got no spirit.
That's just so you're not bad at cheerleader I am. He's got spirit. Will's all there. Can I just say something about this guy? If you like him, I am sure he's in the right place. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know exactly what you're saying. I follow.
I'm just saying if he's interested, I'm not sure, but if he is, he's in the right place.
Minnesota's the place to be.
Sure, yeah. Baker's Cocky Hen says, "Dude's got the moves like Freddie Mercury."
Oh yeah. A
little bit, but I feel like Freddie Mercury was a little more butch, to be honest. So, all right, listen, in the next hour, we're not talking about baseball. We're done talking about baseball.
Okay.
A few little extras to talk about, then it's all football from there. Tons of NFL stuff to talk about, okay? Tons. We are not going to run out of football stuff to talk about. And on the way, 32 NFL teams in 32 days. Turns out we had the day count off. It's day 12 today. Yeah. Ghetto Girl says the best Suns cheerleader last year was a guy. He's now on Broadway, I believe. I have no doubt.
No doubt. Okay.
That's just absolutely. If you had said working an oil rig, I'd have been surprised. Firefighter says, is that new Minnesota Vikings cheerleader Donnie? No, Donnie's not that fit.
Could be.
Not even close to that fit.
He said
Maybe he's on Ozempic.
We got to take a break. Hour 2 is next. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken.
Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I get so many headaches every month.
It could be chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for those who have 14 or fewer headache days a month. Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor. Visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
Screen time's over.
Be home by 11?
Put your phone down while we're eating.
When parents set boundaries, keep track of where their kids go, and talk to them about the dangers of underage drinking and drugs, they keep their kids safe. Visit TalkNowAZ.com. Be the influence. Talk early. Talk often. Talk now.
Thanks. Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
This message is sponsored by Substance Awareness Coalition Leaders of Arizona.
Here in Arizona, summer heat is a fact of life, but lately it's not just the temperatures that are rising. Inflation, global tensions, and economic uncertainty are heating up also. I'm Shannon Estes, president of CMI Gold and Silver. In turbulent times, doing nothing is the biggest risk of all. Smart investors always look to protect their wealth. Right now, with gold soaring past $3,000 an ounce and silver still affordable, investors are taking action. Established in 1973, CMI is the oldest precious metals bullion dealer in the U.S. We've helped Americans nationwide over the past 50 years with honest advice, secure and private transactions, and transparent low prices. We're family-owned, A-plus rated, and trusted by generations. Don't wait for the next financial heat wave to make your move. Prepare today with precious metals. Visit CMIGS.com or call us at 602-234-2300. Mention Money Radio to get a free 1-ounce silver coin on your first order. Call 602-234-2300. CMIGS.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240EU Mountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
Quiet, people, settle down. Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender, and your good friend, radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Harris 6 in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live from the super high-tech and luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. Oh, here we go. Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
Says, happy Monday. Want to thank y'all for being my co-pilot all the way to Flagstaff last Friday. You got to love that AM radio wave.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool to hear. 1580 The Fanatic is blow torching all the way up to Flagstaff. Really? How did it stay together in Flagstaff or just on the way to Flagstaff? I'm always curious about how old 1580 does there. Chief Skull says, you know what, just really perplexed. He's still on that male cheerleader for his Vikings. He said, yeah, my daughter was in competitive cheer, and there were boys there. Yeah, you know, perfectly fine. You know, tumbling, strength, etc., throwing girls, chucking them up, you know.
Sure.
But, I just saw this guy, and I'm just shaking my head. I would have thought, for how bad Chicago was for years, they would do this first, you know, trying to stay relevant. But I don't know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, can I just be honest? So what is the point of cheerleaders?
To bring some, you know, some team spirit. Yeah.
So is this, are they there to cheer on the team, or are they there to entertain the crowd? Which one is most important?
Most definitely the second one. But,
the crowd.
But they will, I mean, it's portrayed as the first one, but it's become the second one. Yeah.
So it's to rah-rah the crowd.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Well, then maybe that says a lot about the demographic of the people who are fans of the Vikings, because if it was about the team, then we would know someone on the team probably appreciates that. That's all. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I mean, you know, whatever they want to do. I don't care. I ain't gonna make fun of them. You know, I ain't gonna make fun of them.
Well,
Donnie says, "Who gives a rat's ass?"
Yeah,
well,
if that's
it's your team, Donnie. So
yeah, if that's what he wants to do, good for him.
Firefighter says, "I just have a feeling that Donnie is a greenie taking male cheerleader for the Vikings." Again with the greenies. What the hell?
Yeah, yeah.
Moist One says, "Don't understand the people that were upset about the Vikings cheerleader. Are they worried that they won't be able to take their eyes off him?" Yeah, I'm not upset about him. It just, you see that and you're like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing this now. All right. I got to be honest with you. Can I just be honest with you?
Sure.
Cheerleaders, I don't know if it's the introduction of HD TV or what, but cheerleaders ain't what they used to be, if you know what I mean.
I see.
Just saying. Not ready for HD. That's all I'm going to say about that. Moist One says, we have had at least 4 former presidents that were cheerleaders. Yeah, George H.W. Bush was, I'm pretty sure.
You see that documentary on Netflix about the Cowboys cheerleaders? I haven't seen it yet. I was curious if any of y'all have.
No.
It's very popular.
I just could give a crap about cheerleaders or the dancers or any of those people. If they never showed up again on my screen, that's fine. I don't care. But I don't care that they do. I don't care that Taylor Swift is on the TV. I'm not going to just ruin football for me.
Huh.
Okay. I'm more perplexed by that than I am by this male cheerleader, to be honest. All right. So Harris had his dad had a story about Bo Jackson and Nolan Ryan.
Okay.
So I guess I'm reading this now.
Oh,
Okay,
all right.
okay.
All right. Here
He
we
went
go.
from accusing us for doing a show about nothing, which it's not the first time.
And now, ladies,
to taking it upon himself to provide story time.
and now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Jeffrey O'Brien's story time.
Nolan Ryan plunked Bo Jackson with a high pitch to the head. Bo backed out the box, pulled the catcher aside, and Bo told him, if he throws at me again, first thing I'm going to do is whip your ass. Then I'm going to walk to the mound, and I'm going to whip his ass.
Wow. It seems like it. Wait, I got the wrong music. This is the right music.
Yeah, because
here.
I didn't. Thank you.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I had to adjust for the music.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So the catcher called time and went to the mound and told Nolan Ryan just what he had heard. And then the catcher got behind the plate and said to Bo Jackson, Mr. Ryan told me to tell you, fastball down the middle. Home run. Absolute truth.
Wow.
Even then, I thought you were going to give me like the hometown hickory music there, whatever the hell it is.
Oh, you
play
wanted
for-
hometown hickory
Well, it's
music?
too late. The story's
Oh,
over.
That's
So-
some awesome music, by the way.
I mean, I could do that. I got.
Yeah, let me tell you what happened there. Nolan Ryan plunked Bo Jackson with a high pitch. So I
See,
done the
no,
whole thing
wait,
like
this
that.
doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it was like. This is more like it right here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The Jerry music.
that'd
That's
be
more
Jerry
like
Jones.
It.
So.
Yeah. And this has been Jeffrey O'Brien's story time.
Oh my!
Tune in next time when Jeffrey reads War and Peace. Right here on the Daily Blender.
Indubitably. Chief Skull says cheerleaders at the professional level, no real need for them, honestly, at the professional level. Yeah, it's kind of a high school, college thing.
It's a good
sure.
take. Yeah.
Sir Drives a Lot says Jeffrey tiptoes through eggshells today on the Daily Blender. All right, I'm going to have to stop doing that voice now, please.
Okay.
After Lefty says that story had so many changes in tone. It was
Oh, yeah.
riveting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we do that from time to
I
time.
was riveted.
I might have pulled something.
You should have. You should hear
Well, that's
Jeffrey's Civil War readings.
Well, I can give you the next headline this way. Well, I just no. Come on, I don't feel like doing it.
Okay, all right.
That's
He's
a
just not
special kind of
he's not-
thing.
he's not feeling it today.
No, that's a special kind of thing.
Yeah.
We don't need to go down Jeffrey O'Brien's greatest hits right now.
We have not heard from.
How about
Ca-
Dusty Rhodes telling the story? You know,
well, no. Well, then I need some sort of rock stuff.
You see
I
how
don't
it
really-
feels. Yeah. Okay.
Live
So I
and
have,
daddy.
I have a few things to talk about before we talk football. So let's
Yes.
do this.
Okay.
Because I have questions, and I know that
Okay.
Hefty Lefty's listening. He'll have answers because I really have no idea what creatine is. I mean, I know what it is,
Creatine.
but I don't understand what it is. Okay, let me explain.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the headline: Creatine mishap gives Ben Griffin the shakes, leading to a disastrous start at the BMW Championship. So I guess what happened was he said he's like, I take a creatine as a supplement, and this time I didn't take it until I teed off. It was a snowball of creatine, like a chunk of it, and it was in his water thing. You was like, you shake it up and it's in the
Oh,
water,
boy.
but like a whole
Creatine.
chunk of it went down his gullet. And he says, yeah, I had the shakes, and he was all freaked out. He says, he's like, I was out of my mind. So, what do you use creatine? What is the point of creatine? And is it legal? I mean, what is he doing?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like a protein supplement.
People use it quite a bit.
Do you use it?
I have before.
What
Not,
does it
not
make you
often.
feel like?
It just helps muscle growth.
Clearly, it doesn't.
I haven't used it.
I'm looking right at you, Harris.
Well,
I haven't used it enough. I'm not a valid enough source.
I feel like we can now say for a fact that this should be investigated by the Better Business Bureau and the FDA, and it doesn't work. Harris, make muscles.
According to
make muscles, Harris. Show everybody how creatine doesn't work.
Oh boy. I'm sorry, I'm missing this.
Okay.
He's refusing to make muscles.
No.
The
guns right
Do you even lift, bro? According to
I would almost bet my forearm is bigger than his bicep.
According to PowerGolfFitness.com, from increased power and strength to enhance muscular endurance and improved recovery, creatine can positively impact a golfer's performance on the course.
Yep.
Harris, I used to do to freshmen. I used to get up there. We'd be in the locker room there, right? And there was some little skinny guy sitting there looking at his muscles. And I come behind him and I say, put your arms behind your back. Okay, arms behind your back. Then I would flex behind him and say, this is what you'll look like in a few years. I would totally do that to you. Moist one says, are you sure you don't mean Ovaltine, Harris? Did you do an Ovaltine?
I don't know what Ovaltine is.
Halfy Lefty says creatine wouldn't give you the shakes unless it was mixed with a pre-workout. It doesn't make you feel anything unless you're part of the small percentage of the people that it upsets their tummy. Well, he got a big chunko creatine.
Yeah, it wasn't mixed
in
up
the water.
correctly.
Yeah. Hurry Harry says creatine's a cell volumizer, spans the cells to allow more blood to flow into that area. Which area? That area?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm going to have to buy a jug.
My wife has already probably bought me one by the time the show is over. Baker's Cocky Hen says, nailed my baseball first inning, no run parlay. All right, good for you, man. Good
There we
for
go.
you.
Yeah.
Donnie says, I saw that headline and wished I knew he was a creatine junkie before I placed money on him Friday to win the tournament. Well, it was a creatine accident. It's not like he's, cooking it on a spoon and injecting it.
I'll tell you who didn't have any creatine, and that was the number one in the world, Scotty Scheffler. Did you see that 82-foot chip in just to put a little accentuation point on the win at the BMW?
What's he at now? 118 straight weeks being number one? He's coming for Tiger's record, which is like 280 something, which is
he has three multiple win seasons, like 5 or more win seasons, 3 in a row.
Yeah, Scheffler's he
Why
dominance.
is he so quietly amazing? Nobody's really, and everybody lost their minds for Tiger Wood. I mean,
well,
what is different here that he's just sort of coming in under the radar?
Well, Tiger's another level.
Yeah,
Tiger's another.
So Tiger's still better than him, is what
For
you're
sure.
saying.
For sure.
Well, I mean, when you look at the volume of Tiger's wins, both majors and just PGA wins, it's almost insurmountable. You're talking another level. But Scotty Scheffler is putting up Tiger-like stats early on, and remember, Scotty Scheffler is only in his 20s. He's a young man who is just getting going, and this is a guy that respects the game. He is the ultimate competitor. I don't know if you guys, Jeffrey didn't watch the BMW, but Triple H, no, you were busy this weekend. So
I had a busy weekend.
I watched the BMW, and there were a couple of times that Scheffler, I thought, was going to I thought his head was going to fall off his shoulders and roll around out there at the golf course. He is the ultimate competitor, just like Tiger Woods used to be. Well, I mean, he still is, but in his prime. We're looking at a time in golf history people should pay attention to with Scotty Scheffler, because this is a special time.
Hurry Harry says Scotty's still in his 20s. Yep, 29 years old. He's at the end of his 20s.
Here it is. From
Lefty says normal dose of creatine's 5 grams a day. No one needs to take more since increased dose doesn't really give you anything else. Basically, only elite power lifters and strongmen would take more, but that's because they're bigger humans. So I guess the old man was getting a little bit too crazy with the creatine.
Maybe.
So from 97 to 07, Tiger Woods was averaging 1.5 majors per season. Like Scotty's dominant, but like your average winning more than one major per year for 10 years, that's insane. No one's ever like not even Jack.
Yeah, well,
Nicklaus in his peak was
that's the
reaching
next
that.
level. Yeah,
yeah. So that's why
everybody's just texting in about the damn creatine, though. Chosen One says, as someone who takes creatine daily, long as it's mixed properly, it should never cause any type of shakes. If you take pre-workout, that absolutely gives you the shakes. And Chief Skull says, creatine could give Harris a real mustache. Oh, you should get back on that then, Harris. But here's the thing. Ben Griffin, now I'm starting to think, yeah, he's full of crap. Wasn't the creatine. Something else got to this guy.
Oh,
something else like caffeine or whatever. Do they drug test the golfers?
They don't as much as they should, I feel like.
Because so far we've had like a handful of people say, oh, I've done the creatine, never made me feel that way, including Harris. So now you got to think, okay, Ben Griffin, okay. What were you really chewing on? What did you really accidentally get too much of?
Well, I haven't done probably as much as he did in one sitting. So you can have creatine in doses. You just can't have like
the point is
crazy
even
amount.
a lot would not make you have the shakes, according to everyone that we've talked to.
I've always thought golf should be a little bit more like policing PEDs. Like baseball's really policing PEDs for good reason. Like golf, if you're on steroids, like it can increase your drive distance like crazy.
Yeah, but then it messes up the mechanics of everything else you do. We saw what happened with Tiger Woods. I don't know if he was on steroids, but he did bulk up, and then all of a sudden he broke himself and had to try to refix himself.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it took
yeah.
him a long time to do it.
Yeah, but there's other things too. Like it can help with, if you have a shorter shot, all of a sudden those approach shots become way easier. But yeah, you're right. It can mess with mechanics sometimes if you bulk up too much.
Whatever the case, yeah, I think there's more at work for this fella than he has let it on. That's all I'm going to say.
More at work.
Ben Griffin's been on fire. He's been really good this year.
Not this past weekend.
But not this past weekend.
Uh-oh. What do I have here? Hey, Harris, what do I have here?
Hey, Jeffrey.
What do I got?
I don't know.
What do I got?
Creatine?
That's what I say to the dogs who
Creatine?
are about to pull a treat out.
Oh.
Well, for you, it's college football.
Okay.
Oh, what do I have here? What do I got? Here you go.
Yes.
And Harris
Yes,
is there
okay.
like, college football. It doesn't really start this week. It starts next week.
Next week.
There's a really good game on this weekend. K-State, Iowa State. That one's going to be a very...
Is this week 0?
It
It's
is week zero, which I don't like week 0. But K-State, Iowa State's a good game.
Oh, my God.
Well,
You know.
we've got Fresno State at
I'm
Kansas. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo!
Give me,
K-State.
give me Fresno State at Kansas.
Fresno State and Kansas, 3 p.m. here on 1580 The Fanatic. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Next week on Sunday, we got Virginia Union versus Miles College. What the hell are we doing?
The unstoppable force versus the immovable object.
But then when we get serious about things, on September 6th, we've got Oklahoma State at Oregon.
Okay.
So that's better, right? Yeah, that's better.
I think that's a route. Oregon will pummel.
Yeah, I think so.
I do. I think so. Yeah.
Duck power.
Swave Dave says, you know what? I think John Daly was always on something, like a fifth or two. Yeah, he was
maybe not PEDs, but he was on something.
Yeah,
he was
on a-
definitely. Let's see, a fifth is 20%. He was on a 40%. So what's a 40%? 40. How many? 2/5? I don't know.
40% is 2/5.
Yeah,
so.
he was on Jack Daniels and Marlboro Reds.
He was on a lot.
He had those lung darts going every time he had a chance. Yeah.
I'd argue that sometimes drinking and golf can enhance your performance.
And you can just go
Totally
out any
can.
weekend at any golf course out here in
Yep.
Arizona.
Yep.
And you could take a poll out there, and 100% would say the same thing.
Let me state my case, Jeffrey. When you drink, you don't think as much. And golf is about not
Well, that's true.
overthinking.
Yeah.
Yep. Golf is
Fair
about
enough,
not
but
overthinking. It can
It's a
slow
bad
down your
idea
mind.
in Arizona because you
Yeah.
can get
Oh, yeah.
dehydrated.
Yeah, in
Dehydrated
Arizona for
quickly.
sure. Yeah, bad idea.
All right. Well, I promised college stuff, so let's get right to the college stuff.
All right.
So I guess Bill Belichick will not be appearing on his weekly coaches radio show.
No,
So,
no.
I don't know how they'll call it the weekly coaches radio show. He will appear on the first episode before the season starts, and then that's it. He won't be doing the coach's show. You can't have a coach's show if there's no coach.
So he's not going to do the coach's show at all?
He will appear on one episode so they can call it the coach's show, but then after that, there's no coach on the coach's show.
Wow.
His contract does not require him to do this, but his contract says you must make appearances as reasonably requested by the university. I feel like that's a reasonable request.
Yeah.
To say, hey, coach, it's the coach's show. Can you be on the coach's? It's called the coach's show.
Yeah.
You talk about a boring coach's show. The Bill Belichick coach's show would be about the worst thing you could ever ask.
It depends on what version of him you get.
The guys in North Carolina would be dying. They would be, so Coach, tell us what you think of the first half out there. How about them Tar Heels? Tell us what's going on.
Well, we played the game. And,
yeah.
And there was a kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
And then we played.
Some insights, Coach. Some insights.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
The inside of my eyelids.
What?
Inside of
Coach?
my eyelids.
Coach?
He said insights, and that's what I see.
Insights into the game. Yeah.
I see the inside of my eyelid. I don't expect you to understand the complexities of my eyelids.
What about your opponent, Coach? How'd you feel about the
I've
opponent?
never seen the insides of his eyelids. We won't be talking about his eyelids.
Coach, what do you think about TCU?
It's 3 letters.
Yeah.
Two farther down the alphabet. One of them is right there after A.
Yeah. How do you feel like your quarterback performed in this last game, Coach?
You saw the game.
Okay. All right. We're gonna take a break now, and we'll be back with more of the coach's show, featuring Coach Belichick. Coach, are you awake? Coach.
It's 1580 The Fanatic.
Listen to our live stream on your phone
Stand by. We're coming to you live
at 1580thefanatic.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Moms and dads, do you wish you could know where your kids' shoes are at all times? Now you can with Skechers' newest Apple AirTag compatible sneakers, Find My Skechers. There's a clever hidden AirTag compartment under the shoe's insole. It's sleek, secure, and your child can't feel or see it. Then you can check where your kids' shoes are on the Find My app. Plus, they're available for boys and girls. Get Find My Skechers at Skechers.com, a Skechers store near you, or wherever kids' shoes are sold. Apple AirTags sold separately.
O'Reilly. Protect your vehicle's engine with Mobil 1 Full Synthetic Motor Oil at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Purchase 5 quarts of select Mobil 1 Full Synthetic Motor Oil and get up to a $15 gift card after rebate. Find the synthetic oil that's right for your vehicle and budget. Shop your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Forgot something inside or picking up food from the store? Never leave a child in a car. In Arizona, heat stroke can happen in seconds. Temperatures can rise 20 degrees in just 10 minutes, making a vehicle dangerously hot. Heat stroke can happen even in the shade or when it's below 60 degrees outside. Once you park, always remember to stop, look, and lock. Visit heatstroke.az.gov to learn more. This message is sponsored by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
As we plan for our retirement, there are 4 questions we need to ask ourselves or our retirement planning advisor. How much? How long? How safe? And what cost? Let's start with how much. That is, how much income we think we'll need. each and every year for the rest of our lives, including all the activities we want to enjoy during our retirement, like travel, recreation, and entertainment. Plus the cost of housing, including repair and maintenance, taxes, insurance, and utilities, as well as the cost of healthcare, including expenses not covered by Medicare.
Enjoy safe, secure lifetime income of 5 to 9% for life, depending on age and deferral period, with no fee deductions and no annuitizing. Guarantees rely on the financial strength of the insurer, so let's compare free in Scottsdale. For more, visit IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com.
Nick Costos breaks down the biggest matchups, checks on the latest line movements, and keeps you up to date with the futures market. You Better You Bet is a show that features the brightest minds in the sports betting world. Interviews from headliners, insights and information on what plays you might want to consider and which ones to steer clear of. You Better You Bet with Nick Costos. Weekdays noon till 3 on Arizona Sports Betting Station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Dave Wonder here on 1580 The Fanatic. All right. I promised Harris we would talk some college football stuff. We will talk some college football stuff. So the Big Ten, this story came out. They are floating an idea for a 24 or 28 team college football playoff. All right. Is this different than what we've been hearing before, or are they joining the chorus?
Oh, this is way different than what we've been hearing before, Jeffrey.
Well, let's explain it to the peoples on this 28 team model idea.
So there was an original idea. It was months ago that the Big Ten pitched. The 16-team playoff, remember that they wanted, with 4 SEC automatic qualifiers, 4 Big Ten, 2 ACC, 2 Big 12, and 4 at-larges.
Right.
And it got denied.
Okay.
Because the ACC, Big 12, SEC were all against it. So this is a political game that the Big Ten's trying to do. Because in this 28-team model, here's the layout. 7 SEC AQs, automatic qualifier, 7 Big Ten AQs, 5 Big 12, 5 ACC, 2 Group of 5, and 2 at-larges. So this is a political game that the Big Ten's doing. One, they're trying to get Notre Dame to join their conference. You know why? Because there's only 2 at-large spots. Notre Dame would be forced to join a conference. So that's one thing, I believe. The second biggest thing is the Big Ten wants as many teams in as the SEC. They want an equal amount of teams. The SEC doesn't want that. And because the Big 12 and ACC would have 5 automatic qualifiers each in this, it would benefit those conferences greatly.
So why are the SEC a bunch of little bitches?
What do you mean?
Well, you said they don't want this. I mean,
the SEC?
Big Ten says, oh, we want 7, then you have 7. So who the hell does the SEC think they are? And why does 7 need to be the number for the SEC?
The SEC believes that they are the better conference than the Big Ten. And so the SEC doesn't want equal representation. They want it to be no automatic qualifiers. You just play it out on the field. So instead of the top 7 Big Ten teams getting in, the top 7 guarantee, just play it on the field, and then however many get in, get in.
Why have any automatic qualifiers?
Exactly. So that's
I can get behind that if they figure out a way to make a college football playoff work that way.
Yep.
Do you have a plan to make it work that way?
28 is too much, because when you get to 28 teams, you're going to have to start thinking about like 6-6, 7-5 SEC teams, 8-4 Big Ten teams. And you're rewarding mediocrity at that point, and the regular season would lose so much value. So
get rid of all the automatic qualifiers, find a structure and a way to find the best teams at the end period. And there can't be, we have to have, no, you just find the best teams, period. This is something that is sort of getting on my nerves about almost about every sport we talk about, like the NBA for sure.
Yep.
I hate the way they structure things, and then you end up with your best teams playing in the Western Conference Finals, and not in the NBA Finals, stuff like that.
Are we talking about football playoffs? College
We are
football
talking about the
playoffs?
Big Ten, talking about having a 28-team college football playoff.
So my question in all of this is, how do you determine the best teams? Because teams that might have a great record, a best team record, maybe didn't face teams that were any sort of opposition.
Well, that's why they had a committee, because they could analyze those things and look at those things and make decisions. And of course, now those people would do that, and then we'd all say they were idiots because we wouldn't agree with something they did or did not do. So Last Optimist says the SEC was better until players could be paid above the table. The Big is ascending and wants to take advantage of it.
Right, because the Big Ten definitely doesn't cheat either. Michigan. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought I heard cheating has nothing to do with the Big Ten or the Big 12 or the Big whatever.
So I heard Michigan and/or Ohio State.
So here's exactly what's happening: is the Big Ten is hellbent on getting as many teams in as the SEC. They want equal to the SEC. The SEC doesn't. And the Big Ten's original proposal, the Big 12, the ACC opposed it. So they were on the SEC side. Let's just play it on the field like me and Jeffrey talked about it previously a couple minutes ago. This is the Big Ten's way of trying to lure the Big 12 and ACC over to their side, because they would each get 5 teams in. 5 teams is a lot for those conferences compared to what it would be if they just said, we're just going to play it on the field. We're going to have a ranking system and let it
Jeffrey,
decide.
Is there more math to this?
There's always math, especially when it's college football stuff, because they overcomplicate everything.
They are.
Can I go to sleep until he's done with the math parts?
Yeah, you can nod off if you want.
Okay.
I pretty much
I have to learn how to
explained
do it with my eyes open.
And also, Randy, this is the Big Ten's effort to try and get Notre Dame to join their conference.
Well, I
believe
I see Notre Dame having to make a decision soon, and otherwise they're going to get left out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they better get right, or they're going to get left, as I like to say. They better commit either to the Big Ten or the SEC, or they're going to get left behind.
Yeah.
If they keep playing this independent game, because the independent thing isn't going to work very much longer under this new NIL situation. And I with Notre Dame's, not only their athletic requirements, but they also want student athletes. So their student requirements are above most of the colleges. And I say most because not all of them. Rutgers is hard to get into. Ohio State's not that hard to get into.
Yeah.
Alabama's not that hard to get into, especially if you're 6'5", 350 pounds and you got good wheels. You know what I mean? And you can play offensive or defensive line. They'll find a spot for you. But Notre Dame, on the other hand, if you're 6'5", 350 and you can't do calculus, no bueno. You're not going to be on this team.
Rocky Mountain High says Big Ten at least plays 9 conference games, unlike those lame-ass SEC schools.
Yeah. But my question also is, when you come to an agreement like this, you got to follow the money. Who makes more money, SEC or Big Ten?
The Big Ten makes more money than the SEC.
Well, then I think the Big Ten,
by like a very slight margin.
I think the Big Ten is being gracious by inviting the SEC to be an equal part in this.
Well, okay. Based on media rights, they make more money, but overall, the SEC makes way more money in terms of ticket sales.
There needs to be somebody sitting down and figuring stuff out that doesn't, bow down to the SEC or the Big Ten or the Big 12 or the ACC or anyone else.
Yep.
There needs to be a basic structure in place where you get the best teams, period, at the end. And I don't want to hear you whining SEC. I don't want to hear you whining Big 10 or Big 12. These are the teams that are the best. We have decided how we're going to put them together, and let's play football.
Yeah, I miss the BCS, man. But I'll at least say this. The Big Ten is the biggest enemy to the sport right now. just the sport's health as a whole.
I would say it's the SEC.
If you expand the playoff, the SEC isn't the one.
I'm saying that just to annoy you. I don't even care.
Well, I'm not a fan of the SEC trying to expand either. Like, I wish it would be just 10 teams per conference. I'm just stating it how it is. The Big Ten is the one in Pennsylvania and has a team in California, right? So
Swave
geographically,
Dave,
oh yeah.
Swave Dave thinks that the choice for Notre Dame is either the Big Ten or the Big Lebowski. I feel like I'd want to be with the Big Lebowski.
Notre Dame makes more money on media deal rights than any Big Ten or SEC team because they have their own media rights deal. So they're not going to join a conference unless if they're absolutely just pigeonholed to do so. And this model that the Big Ten is pitching would basically force Notre Dame to join a conference because they'd be at a massive disadvantage.
Well, don't you think, says, Jeffrey, even you have to admit ASU got favoritism like Boise State last year. I don't have to admit nothing. I admit nothing. I admit nothing.
Nothing.
So I just want to explain, and I'm going to sound like an SEC homer when I say this, but this is the truth. So Missouri's recruiting class last year was ranked 20th in the nation. Okay. That would have been 12th in the SEC. That would have been 5th in the Big Ten. And that would have been 1st in the Big 12. So the best talent is just coming to the SEC. Okay. And now in the top half of the Big Ten. So right now, this format that we're in with 12 teams is set up perfectly for the Big Ten because the Big Ten is actually just as good, if not better than the SEC at the very top. So the top 3 teams in the Big Ten are probably a little bit better right now than the top 3 teams in the SEC. But once you get 4 down all the way to 16, the SEC clears. So that's why the SEC is like, no, we're not going to agree to this model because we believe we deserve more than 7. So that's where the disagreement's coming in. And Indiana, for example, last year, them getting in, well, they beat all these teams that were on the bottom of the Big Ten. They were able to get in and it got blown out by Notre Dame. Just shows how poor the bottom of the Big Ten is compared to the SEC. So that's what these teams are arguing.
Yeah.
Are you awake?
No.
Yeah. Is he still going?
Yeah, no. Right now he paused. Take a caller quick. Take a texter quick.
Take a caller.
Take a texter. Texter. Texter quick.
I don't have that button. Donnie says the SEC ruined college football, not to mention their low education schools. Chief Skull says Big Ten did what it needed to do because of the SEC. And I think conferences should be geographical, not the stuff they've got going on now.
It should be geographical. They should be. But
Here
there's
we go.
only-
Okay, I'll do it. Give me another map. Give me the list. I'll take care of it over the weekend. I'll get this figured out. Here's something I can't figure out, Harris.
Okay.
So here's the headline. Texas Penn State players lead AP preseason All-American first team. How can you even have such a thing? How can you even have a preseason All-America first team? Dear Lord, nobody cares. I mean, until they show up, I mean, this is dumb as hell. They're practicing. There's no play. There's no preseason games. How do you have an AP preseason All-America first team?
It's the same exact thing as preseason rankings. Same exact thing.
I don't even take those seriously for the NFL or anything else. Until you see them start playing, there don't need to be no damn rankings.
Yep. See, that's where some people can disagree on that. Preseason rankings are subjective. They're meant to be for the entertainment purposes of deciding what teams are going to be good and not. It's more for the fans than it is for the actual teams. So it's the same thing with the preseason All-Americans.
Unnamed texter says, yeah, Playboy did that. They used to sell magazines, you know. That's why there's a preseason All-American team. Oh, because it's because of the Playboy? Huh. Hefty Lefty says, you know what it is? It's time to get rid of the bottom 40 or so schools in football. They don't have any business playing the top teams year in, year out. Teams like Rutgers, Northwestern, Vanderbilt usually are just cannon fodder. Send them to FCS and have 4 20-team conferences or 4 or 8-team playoff, and you will find the best team.
Hey, I agree with you that teams shouldn't be playing those bottom teams.
Hefty Lefty for president of the NCAA football part.
I will say Vanderbilt, don't leave them out. Vanderbilt's pretty good now. But yeah, I think what should happen is we should do conference against conferences. So week 1, the SEC should play the Big Ten. Week 2, they play the Big 12. Week 3, they play the ACC. You get all of these conferences playing each other So you'll be able to judge how good these conferences actually are instead of just relying on tons of, a committee with complete subjective opinions.
All right, listen, we have to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get right into some damn football, some actual NFL football. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Miss any part of the Daily Blender? Download the free podcast at 1580thefanatic.com.
Westwood One presents Today in Women's Sports. The Minnesota Lynx are on a vengeance tour this season. They currently sit atop the WNBA standings at 28-5, and Saturday's 86-80 victory over the New York Liberty improved them to 17-1 at home. You'll remember, New York beat the Lynx 3-2 in the 2024 finals to capture the franchise's first championship. But since last year's postseason, Minnesota has won 3 straight against the champs. Nafisa Collier missed her 4th straight game for the Lynx with an ankle injury, while Brianna Stewart sat out her 10th for New York with a bone bruise in her knee. Still, Minnesota notched its 6th consecutive victory under head coach Cheryl Reeve.
They're just special in that they find a way to kind of get back centered to who they are. It's a very, very special connected group in that way. And we're a hard team to break because of it.
The teams play again on Tuesday for the 4th and final time this season. With Today in Women's Sports, I'm Maggie Gray on Westwood One.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. But wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Moms and dads, do you wish you could know where your kids' shoes are at all times? Now you can with Skechers' newest Apple AirTag compatible sneakers, Find My Skechers. There's a clever hidden AirTag compartment under the shoe's insole. It's sleek, secure, and your child can't feel or see it. Then you can check where your kids' shoes are on the Find My app. Plus, they're available for boys and girls. Get Find My Skechers at Skechers.com, a Skechers store near you, or wherever kids' shoes are sold. Apple AirTags sold separately.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Moms and dads, do you wish you could know where your kids' shoes are at all times? Now you can with Skechers' newest Apple AirTag compatible sneakers, Find My Skechers. There's a clever hidden AirTag compartment under the shoe's insole. It's sleek, secure, and your child can't feel or see it. Then you can check where your kids' shoes are on the Find My app. Plus, they're available for boys and girls. Get Find My Skechers at Skechers.com, a Skechers store near you, or wherever kids' shoes are sold. Apple AirTags sold separately.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
We talk sports. 1580, The Fanatic.
Today Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. So Yeah, you probably noticed I didn't really talk about Taylor Swift's appearance on that New Heights podcast because it's not sports. It doesn't matter. Who cares? I mean, yeah,
She did talk about reading coverages.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Listen, I don't care if they show her on the thing. I don't care that Kelsey's dating her. Yeah, good for him. It's just not my thing. I don't listen to her music, so I'm not interested. But I'm not evil or against her. I'm not pro her. I'm just, whatever. Okay, oh, look, there's Taylor Swift with that Blake Lively. Oh, look, there's Ryan Reynolds and Wolverine. Yeah, sometimes it's fun. You see all the celebrities that show up with her. I'm like, oh, look at that guy. And then you go back to watching the game. Whatever. It doesn't take away from the game, doesn't hurt my feelings, doesn't make me feel like some people. But I honestly don't just care. But see, now, you know who does care? Those little Swifties, her fans. And her fans have put out an idea that she has been coding some of the things she's been saying to let you know that she is this year going to do the Super Bowl halftime show.
What?
Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. Here's what the Swifties are saying. Super Bowl 60, where is it happening? Levi Stadium, home of the San Francisco 49ers. Their mascot, Sourdough Sam. Well, why does that matter? Because she's always talking about how much she loves sourdough. She's fixated. She says she thinks about sourdough 60% of the time. Could be a nod to it being Super Bowl 60. And then at the beginning of that episode of New Heights, Taylor thanks Jason Kelsey for screaming for like 47 seconds. Well, Taylor's 47th stop of her tour was none other than Levi Stadium.
So why would she say it in code?
She said it in code?
That's what they're saying, she says. So whether she's performing or not, these Easter eggs seem to be pretty convincing because last year Kendrick was announced in September, which was 5 months before. There's no word if the headliner announcement will be in September again. It's all speculation, but all I can say is this. Hey, one of these Swifties coming up with this stuff needs to quit it and cure cancer already because you're using brain power for something that is not helping. But that's what they're saying because of her love for sourdough and all the numbers. They're doing the conspiracy theory thing. She will be the Super Bowl halftime show. And you know what? I bet it'll be good.
Jason did yell and scream an introduction to her on the podcast. And
for 47 seconds said
that's what
Taylor.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I don't know. We shall see. Don't care.
Interesting.
Don't care. I can't even begin to care as much as all the little Swifties do.
Are we
but
like
if it
the
becomes
only-
true, well, that's like, oh, good. You got to pay attention now, don't you? I guess. Glad someone else is doing it because I won't.
I feel like we're the only people that are neutral about Taylor Swift. People either love that woman or absolutely despise her.
I think most people are neutral about her, Harris. It's just you don't hear from the neutral people. You don't hear from the people who are like, whatever.
Yeah.
You hear from the people who are like, I love her so much. Or you hear from it's like, oh, stupid. I can't believe they're putting her on the TV. I'm not watching football ever again.
Like how I see Taylor Swift's music, she had some bangers in the late 2000s that were a couple good ones, but I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to her
Did you
music.
see?
It's not my
Did
thing.
you say that Taylor Swift had some bangers?
Love Story is a good song. Like 2009,
See, now,
2008, Country
Back
Taylor
in Black
Swift.
by
a good
AC/DC.
song.
Now that's a banger.
That's a banger. Nothing that Taylor Swift does
So-
is a
so we'll
banger.
consider, like,
Bells
some
is a
2000s.
banger.
Here's how you know what a banger is and isn't, Harris. Have you heard Taylor Swift played on this show?
No.
I rest my case. 888-368-1580. Hey, Randy, I'm feeling random.
Yeah.
I'm feeling very random right now. Is it time? Is it time?
I think it might be time to do the random sports facts.
That's right, Randy. The random sports fact of the day. Only 2 football players have ever worn triple-digit numbers. First, a kicker at University of Kansas named Bill Bell wore the number 100 in 1969 to honor the 100th anniversary of college football.
Wow.
And before that, a kicker at West Virginia University named Chuck Kinder wore 100 in 1963 for the state centennial. And that was the Daily Blender random sports fact of the day.
See, we're all better for knowing this now. You see what I'm saying?
It's random, but it's a sports
Little
fact.
did anybody know there was 2 kickers that wore 100.
Had to be a kicker. I mean, because they're not real football players. Stone Beaver says that should be a 2-minute penalty for Harris suggesting that Love Story is a banger. That is some soft stuff right there. Oh, yeah, it's 20-play soft, but I mean, it's his generation, man.
We consider like Black Eyed Peas had some bangers, you know, like bangers for people like
Fergie
2000s.
Peter Pants.
Yeah. Have you seen that Super Bowl halftime performance for Fergie?
I saw it live,
Oh,
Harris. It wasn't
no
before my
way.
bedtime.
Oh, man. It was
Tank Blood says, for you guys being so neutral, you sure do drag out talking about her. They're dragging
What?
it out.
What are you talking about?
I feel like we drug anything out.
We're just trying to be informative.
Yeah, just came up in conversation. Why don't you shut your face, Tank Blood?
Yeah.
Let's see. Hefty Lefty says, well, we know it's not going to be Ozzy. Oh,
Damn.
right. Nancy Brad says, I'm shocked that Triple H was not suspended for what he asked Radio Ron last week.
Hmm.
Well, I'm sure Ron looks at him differently every time he sees him in the hallway now.
Amen.
Unnamed Texter says, Travis Kelce's new haircut is what pisses me off, and that's what I don't want to see.
His new haircut?
Travis, what do you
I
feel
really-
about his haircut?
I couldn't possibly care less on Travis Kelce's haircut.
No idea what you're talking about.
Really
Unnamed
just,
Texter.
yeah, doesn't get me up.
I'm
at
a
night.
little more angry about something else.
Mm.
Could be an international incident if I get in front of this guy.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know if you know, but I am unhappy.
yeah.
I am unhappy with Peter Mandelson.
Peter who?
Peter Mandelson. Don't act like you don't know. Don't be a child, Randy. You know damn well
Sorry.
he's the British ambassador to these United States of
Oh.
Americas.
I am so sorry. I really didn't know that.
You did know that. Don't act
No.
like you don't know
Okay.
basic
All right.
geopolitical stuff.
What did Peter do that got you so amped up, Jeffco?
That limey bastard has said he's made a pitch for the first Super Bowl outside the United States to take place in Britain, which is England.
I feel
How
like
That's not
dare
going to happen.
I feel like it's
that's-
inevitable.
That's not going to happen.
You don't think that's going to
Don't
happen?
you dare.
I feel like that could happen.
Unless there are teams outside of the United States and you have lifted the number of teams to like 60 or something, don't you dare have a Super Bowl in another country. That is not right. The majority of your fans are here in this country. The majority of your fans who paid for the tickets, the fans of the two teams that are going there, how could you do that to them? How could you do that to the American football fan?
I feel like they're experimenting with it. Like they're seeing like, how much are these prices going for? How much are they going to pay here?
Somebody get Trump on the phone. I've just found somebody I want deported.
Trump wouldn't allow it.
Close down the embassy.
Yeah, I don't think Trump would allow that.
Well, I feel like
It'll happen
every
after
time,
his term.
every time there's a game in the UK, it's a sellout. Doesn't matter
Sure.
who comes over there.
Who
Yeah,
gives a
that's
damn?
what the NFL, they
the-
want to expand this globally.
The Super Bowl is our sellout. It's not
And-
theirs.
And old Puffy there, he said he wants to expand the game globally.
You can expand the game globally, but until you have a giant foothold in actual teams out of the United States, you have no business putting a Super Bowl outside of the United States. That's a big middle finger to America.
So is it though? Is
yeah, absolutely is.
You want to hear? I have an opinion here. I want to hear what you guys think. I don't think the Super Bowl should be played at a neutral site. I think it should be played at someone's home field.
Why?
Because home field advantage is one of the best things in sports.
Yeah,
It
but by the time
enhances
you
the
get
whole
there,
product.
By the time you get there, though, how are you defining the home field advantage? What do you base
Same
that
thing
on?
as a conference, like whoever has the better record and tiebreakers, ensuring too stuff like that.
I'm intrigued by that idea.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued by it.
I've always
not sure I'm for it, but I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah.
Edgar Scissorhands says, I, for one, am very interested in Travis Kelce's haircut. What's the controversy, huh? Harris, you shaved that peach fuzz off your lip yet? Yeah, of course, Edgar Scissorhands, of course you're going to be interested in somebody's
he's
haircut.
a barber. That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
I have not Edgar Scissorhands. Still on.
Cardinal Art says apparently Triple H hasn't heard or seen Fergie's NBA All-Star performance.
Oh, that too.
Black-eyed peas. Fergie.
Well, okay, Fergie sounds great in auto-tune. I'll just say that.
Who doesn't?
Right?
The Pinisher says playing the Super Bowl in England would be like playing the Premier League championship in the United States. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Shouldn't happen.
Yep.
Baker's Cocky Hen says a banger is any song Harris has gotten down to.
That's a banger?
Do you mean dance?
I have gotten down to some. Black
You
Eyed
mean
Peas songs.
gotten down is in dancing, I hope, right? Not doing the dirty.
Doing the dirty. What do you mean doing the dirty?
Sir
I
Drives
think you
Lot
know what
corrects
I mean.
all of us. Sir Drives a Lot corrects us all. He says, guys, it's Travis Swift now. Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, whatever.
Did he say guys?
Guys. Guys. All right. So yeah, I am not for it. I'm against it. So let's keep let's keep this in the United States until there's a bigger foothold outside. I'm talking teams.
Yeah.
I don't know how many teams, but there needs to be more than one or two.
Keep the Super Bowl American.
Yeah, like what, 4 teams, 8 teams? How many teams need to be outside the United States before we start having Super Bowls outside the United States?
20.
You just shouted out a number.
I think 1.
Keep the Super Bowl
Not
American.
I'm not
Shut up,
saying that's
Harris.
how it should be. I'm saying
What do
that's
you
how
mean
it's,
one?
I think it's gonna be.
It can't be.
I
and it
don't
won't
think
be
the
just
Super
one.
Bowl should ever be removed from the U.S. But if the moment they see, oh, these ticket prices are doing well, we want to globalize this game. Bam! I'm telling you.
So here's the deal. I'll tell you what the deal is.
Okay.
We go with your idea, and that is home field advantage. Whoever has that going into the Super Bowl, that's where the Super Bowl is played, period.
Bam.
The problem is there's a lot of money in planning and logistics involved with knowing where the Super Bowl is going to be, and that might not be possible. I don't know, but I like the idea. If you end up having it outside of the country, home field advantage, that's where you do it. It'll end up being in the United States more often than not.
Right? Just imagine if you're a 15-2 team going up against a 9-7 or 10-6 team in the Super Bowl. I think you should be rewarded. You know?
Keep the Super Bowl American.
Amen, Randy.
Tank Blood says, you got to love Fergie's lovely lady lumps. Well, I think by now at this age, she's probably lovely lady lumpy.
What?
All right, listen, that's 2 hours down. We have 1 to go. Let's just make sure this next hour is 100% American NFL football. Do we agree? Or do we agree? I agree. There's no room for disagreement. Why is your microphone so far away from you, Randy? What just happened?
I'm American, Jack.
Okay. Pinisher says, can't wait to hear what the tiebreaker would be for 2 15-2 teams in the Super Bowl.
Same thing as in conference.
No tiebreaker.
Some sort of a battle to the death.
Rock, paper, scissors.
You keep playing till it's over. It's a Daily Blender.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Bob's had the same car, Betty, since high school, and that was a while ago. Bob's dealt with wipers, slow starts, and a few warning lights. And every time, Bob went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped with free services and the right parts to keep Bob and Betty on the road. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
Because of you, an unsheltered neighbor can have a warm meal, a shower, and clean clothes. Because of you, a struggling family will receive assistance to stay in their home. Because of you, a lost soul can regain hope. Because of you, the Salvation Army can give a hand up to those facing hardship in your local community. Donate now at salvationarmysouthwest.org. Above all, love. Sponsored by the Salvation Army Southwest Division.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine, its impressive fuel economy. Still going. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today.
For well-qualified buyers, excludes S-Trim. Example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Corporation credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 8/4/25.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
Quiet, people, settle down, because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blend with your good friend, radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Harris Hicks in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, broadcasting live in the super high-tech and luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. And, football. I'm talking football right now, NFL football. We're getting closer and closer and closer. We only have one more stupid, pointless preseason game left, and then, bam, we're in the regular season, baby. And I tell you what, let's start the hour talking 32 NFL teams in 32 days. Harris, what team are we talking about today?
All righty. The team we're talking about today is the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow. Wow.
Mhm.
No kidding. Wow.
Yes. So, rough season last year for the Cowboys, for sure.
Yeah.
The concern is their defense, right? You give up 28 points per game. You give up the second most points per game in the whole NFL. That's going to be your concern. What did they do in the offseason to fix their defense? Well, they decided not to pay Micah Parsons, but, they replaced him with Kenneth Murray. So,
woof.
A lot of questions for sure about this team. Quarterback, I gave it a B-. Running back, I gave it a D. Last year, their run game was a concern. They went and got Javonte Williams. He averaged 3.6 yards per carry these last 2 years. Right? You're bottom of the league. Wide receiver, B+. This is actually a very good wide receiver core. Like Dak Prescott, George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, they're going to be able to move the ball well through the air. Offensive line, I gave it a C-. I like drafting Tyler Booker. However, there's just a lot of new pieces there. Front seven, C-. Secondary, D-. Over-under is at 7.5 on this team. And when you look at this team, a lot of people will criticize Dak Prescott.
I don't want to.
Dak Prescott isn't the issue with this team. The issue is pretty much their entire defense outside of Micah Parsons and their run game, which is two major question marks. I mean, Dak Prescott might have to be Josh Allen for them to win 11, 12 games this year. So over-under set at 7.5. Jeffrey, we'll start with you. How many wins do you think they get?
It only took me a couple of seconds to scan down the schedule in front of them, and I'll give them 6 wins. In fact, that is optimistic. I almost want to give them 5 if I'm honest, but I'm going to go ahead and give them 6 wins. They have enough offense to make somebody trip, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
I just the Cowboys It's almost like they do it on purpose. They want a distraction where they're only focused on Micah Parsons and will he, won't they, why aren't they, this, that, the other. And that's meant to make you forget that the rest of the team is god awful.
Mhm.
So when I'm looking at this, plus Micah, minus Micah, doesn't matter Micah, it's a 6-win team. Randy?
Yep.
You know, I feel like Dak Prescott, although I think he's overrated and overpaid, is still good enough if he stays healthy to deliver the ball on time and on target to that receiving core. Now, you say their their offensive line is what, a B minus? Did you say, or C?
I gave it a C minus.
C minus.
Mm-hmm.
See that right there? That takes away their running game. They're going to be coming from behind. It seems to me if everything lines up.
Yeah.
And they do have a very stringent game, which kicks off on. Is it Monday Night Football when they kick off? Is that their first game?
Dallas?
It's in prime time.
Yes, it's the Eagles and the Cowboys here on 1580 Fanatic on September 4th.
I feel like they're going to go 7 wins, 10 losses.
Okay.
I think they're going to go 6 wins, 18 losses.
No, it'd be 11 losses.
No, I'm just looking forward to next year where they're going to lose even more.
So
games.
you're adding from next year onto this year.
Yeah, I'm doing the long math.
So then next year they're only going to lose 4 games then.
No, they're going to lose
5 games.
103 games.
103 games.
Will you just let Harris give his total?
Oh,
I've got
just trying
6.
to figure out.
You've got 7?
Yeah, 7. Yeah, I have
Harris?
7 wins.
What
Yeah.
do you got?
I'm with Randy. I got 7. So all of these games.
Price is right. Rules. I should have said 1.
All these games, I think they're going to lose. The Eagles at the Eagles, at the Bears, Packers, at Broncos, at Raiders, Eagles again, Chiefs, at Lions, Chargers, at Commanders. I have them beating Washington once. I have them beating at Carolina and at the Jets. I have them beating Arizona. They could easily lose all of those games.
Well,
every
I'm sorry
single
you have
one.
them beating Arizona. I'm sorry to hear that.
So
maybe that's why my total's lower.
So I feel like 7 wins is like best case scenario. So this under 7.5 at plus 135, I like that bet. I'm really questionable of some of the coaching hires that Dallas has made. I've always been questionable of them letting Dan Quinn walk, them letting Kellen Moore walk, staying with McCarthy, and they hire Brian Schottenheimer, who that was just a really questionable hire from the get-go.
His name is Crazy Jerry for a reason.
Right. And the thing about it is you look at this team and say, what are their strengths? Well, they have
Nothing.
okay corners, but outside of that, man, a lot of questions in this secondary, gave up a lot of big plays. Like the run game has been really down these last couple years.
Do they still
Outside
have
of that,
Diggs? Do they still have
Trayvon?
Diggs
Yeah,
in their
Trayvon's still there.
Trayvon?
And he's a great playmaker. He's great in zone coverage, but
He's
man
a
is
great
question.
playmaker.
Yeah.
However, he could be burned real easy, and he has been.
Duron Bland is really good. They have some good corners, I'll admit, but man, that's nitpicking. This team doesn't really have a lot of strengths outside of that passing game, which who knows? The passing game might even be a step down with questions on that O-line. There's just too many concerns about this team to pick the over. I like the under 7.5.
All right. So there you have it. 32 NFL teams and 32 NFL days. And so that is day 12 away from the season starting. Now, that's working days.
We have 17 days until the NFL starts. 17.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. You are correct, Randy. Now, in the last hour, we were talking about how the British ambassador is pitching, having a Super Bowl in England, and man, they just better not. But there's a couple people that I still got to read their text of what they had to say about it. Swave Dave says, Super Bowl will always be awarded to those with the most up-to-date stadium. Can you imagine the Super Bowl being played at Lambeau Field? It'd be a train wreck, worse than when it was in New York. Well, here's the thing about Lambeau Field.
That would be awesome.
It's an ice cube about the time that they're playing the Super Bowl, so probably not going to work. But I do like it being home field advantage thing. It's just, would they have to delay it another week to get the logistics in place?
Then you're going to go from a Super Bowl to it's just going to be a championship game then.
But
no, you can still call it a Super Bowl.
No,
he's
it'll
right.
be a championship
No, he's
game.
right. It's a bowl game. A bowl game.
It won't be a bowl game anymore.
Yeah,
It'll be a championship game.
That's right. Yeah, you're right, Randy. Heavy Metal Maniac says, out of the country to see the Super Bowl? He says they will never have the Super Bowl international. Too many fans in the United States, too much corporate money to let that happen. A lot of the fans that are fans of the club in the Super Bowl would not want to have to travel to see their team.
I don't know.
Shooter
man.
McGavin says, Harris, the Super Bowl will have home field advantage this year.
Oh my goodness, where's the Super Bowl be in San Francisco? You said that, Levi's.
Yeah, you should have seen that one coming. I would have thought T-licious, but no.
It
was Shooter.
is that time of year. Yeah.
So we were just talking about the Cowboys, and CeeDee Lamb got lucky. CeeDee Lamb was cheering on his friends, his fellow players, and stepped out into that white stripe area and just got plowed in the back by a ref, but he was in the wrong. Of course he was. You're not supposed to be there. And
CeeDee Lamb was.
CeeDee Lamb was in the wrong. And but here's a nice thing. NFL has declined to fine him.
What?
Listen,
I don't think they should fine him for that.
For that.
What do you mean?
It's preseason. Everybody needs to remember stuff. And then they're like, all right, but make sure you don't do that during the regular season there.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this question. And God help me.
Nobody was hurt.
I mean this with all due respect. All due respect to both of you guys, to the NFL and to CeeDee Lamb. But how many times has CeeDee Lamb been told to watch where he's at on the sideline, to back up, to get off the field, stay back behind this line?
Probably since junior high.
Hell's bells. They got how many lines on the sidelines, and they telling these guys how many times a game through the junior high school on, from Pee-wee football on, to stay off the field, stay back here. Why can't these guys go the hell back here if they want to jaw jack instead of standing up there by the field and walking into the field of play? I think he should have got a fine.
He was not on the field of play. He was on the white stripe where the refs like to run up and down.
But isn't that the field of play? Because that's for the refs, right? I mean,
Well, that's where subjectivity
we can
comes
get
in.
nitpicky on that, sure.
I think penalties a penalty's enough. A 15-yard is enough for that. I don't think a fine is necessary. I think 15 yards is enough for players to not want to do that.
I wish I grew up in your house.
You know what I think?
When I was
you know what, Randy? You're right.
What does that
and
mean?
I think they should also be.
I wish I
on-
grew up in your home.
They should also be on the sexual offenders list. That's what I think. That's a callback to a previous conversation.
That's. I have nothing else to say.
Hell with these guys. Firefighter says instead of the Super Bowl to be called the Grandiose Silly Nanny Circular Enclosure if it happened in England.
Yeah, it could be.
T-Licious says Skeletor Jerry and the Goat Troopers will win 6 or 7 games, and I'll enjoy watching them suck.
You okay, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm just trying not to cough. Rocky Mountain High says, I mean this with no disrespect to anybody. CeeDee Lamb, you're a tool. Stay back, stay off the field.
Yeah, thank you.
Cardinal
Thank
Art
you.
says Mike Tomlin somewhere is punching the air, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Finally, they'll forget about me. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, wait a second. Why did I? Well, that ain't fair. CeeDee Lamb should go down. Swave Dave says, check CeeDee Lamb's driving record. I bet he doesn't stay in his own lane in real life either.
It's true.
Listen, I don't mind a little grace during the preseason, but Randy, you're absolutely right. It should be ingrained in their brains, stay off the damn field. So we're about to hear some dumb things.
Uh-oh.
We're about to hear some dumb things. I just wanted to just warn you up front. We're about to hear some dumb things.
Should
And
Triple
I'm
H go ahead and shut my mic off now? Or
going to start with Monica McNutt.
Okay.
Monica McNutt
I
works for
like
the
her.
ESPN.
Yeah, I like her, though.
Listen, she's great. She's nice. She's sometimes, come on, you work for the sports people, the Electronic Sports People's Network.
Yeah.
Is that what ESPN stands for?
Yeah, Electronic Sports Network.
Sure. And so she's on that screamy shouty show that's on the ESPN.
Oh, Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah. And I don't know if you know that guy Drewski. Yeah, he's a comedian. He's an influencer. He's just a guy. So he shows up wearing a jersey, and it has
Okay.
Sanders on it.
Yeah.
And she says, "Oh, well, let's get into it. Obviously, this ties into Shedeur Sanders." And he looks at her like, "No, this is Barry Sanders, 20. This is blue. Jersey's blue. It's Barry Sanders jersey."
Oh, no.
So then she says, "I'm sorry, I apologize, Barry Sanders, but the tie, come on, the tie is to Sanders, right? Bear with me. Let's get into Shedeur Sanders.
Oh,
It's appropriate.
no.
You're also a fan there, right?" And it just got awkward. So Monica McNutt, that was dumb.
Monica, what are you doing?
How do you see a 20 and think quarterback? It's Barry Sanders,
Yeah.
the most famous Sanders.
Oh, my gosh.
Ooh, maybe I'm wrong. Is Deion Sanders or Barry Sanders more famous?
Oh, Dion. Right now, Dion.
But who's the better football player?
Barry.
Barry, by far.
I don't mean right now. I just mean in general.
Barry.
If you heard the
Barry.
word Sanders, I'm thinking Barry back in the
I think
day.
Barry, yeah.
I think Barry, too.
So that means Sanders. She should know better. That's all I'm saying. She should know better.
Barry
Yeah.
Sanders is like, he's like one of the, you could say, greatest football player to ever walk the earth.
One of the quietest,
Like,
best ever.
there's no excuse for working for the worldwide leader in sports and not knowing who Barry Sanders is.
You know who can make this mistake? Me. You know who can make this mistake? Randy. You know who can make this mistake? That's it. Just us. We could make that mistake and you'd be like, "Oh, yeah, it's a Daily Blender. Yeah, sure." Anyone else, you're like, "The hell, man." But see, here's the thing. Even Randy and I wouldn't make that mistake.
No.
You come at me with a blue Sanders jersey or a white Sanders jersey with blue numbers on it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, yeah, Barry Sanders. All right, man."
I'm gonna give the guy props and say I love the jersey, bro.
Yeah.
I have a Barry Sanders jersey.
We're the only
Very
ones who can get away with this because of who we are, and yet we still would never make that mistake.
I've always thought ESPN has done a great job at covering the NBA. They've put all the resources and a lot of resources into covering the WNBA, but I think at that expense, other sports have tailed down. I think the NFL and especially the MLB and NHL, the NFL's gotten way better these last few years. They've done a good job with that, but other sports like MLB, NHL have gone down. And I think this is in a microcosm of that. You have someone who doesn't know who Barry Sanders is.
But that said, Monica McNutt is very good, and she'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I think she probably went home, jumped in the swimming pool, sank to the bottom, and held her breath, and just sat
Oh, yeah.
there
Yeah.
because, like, it just started screaming.
Yeah.
As she
Yeah.
realized the mistake
Yeah,
that
what
she
did
made.
I just do?
It happens. You know, it's a
Mm.
mind fart, but that's pretty that's like saying you don't know who you don't know who like Kobe is in basketball terms.
Firefighter says,
It's crazy.
"We're about to hear dumb things." So wait, we got text from Donnie coming? Probably. So ESPN, I'm being told by many people, is not electronic, but Entertainment Sports Network is what it stands for.
Oh, really?
What does the P stand for? I forget.
Penis. Baby Mullet says, "Colonel Sanders, the greatest of all. Didn't know they had Shedeur as featured glaze at your local Boza." I don't understand any of that.
No.
Was that Gen Z talk?
No.
Maybe.
Oh. Cardinal Art says, "Don't forget about Bernie Sanders." Now we all just pictured him sitting in that little lawn
Yeah.
chair with the
Yeah, oh,
mittens
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
That is how you're going to be remembered forever, Bernie Sanders, just sitting in the lawn chair, all cold with your mittens like that. That's not how you want to go down. All right, some more dumb things. You want to hear some dumb things?
All
The
right, go
Commanders
ahead.
are
Go ahead.
shopping Brian Robinson.
Oh,
That's dumb. Why would they do that? And now, of course, Brian Robinson will not play in the preseason game. I think there's one tonight or something. But yeah, they're looking to deal him out. What the hell? Why would they do? Is he unhappy? Is it? Are they unhappy with him? I mean, I just don't get this. Is he didn't play as well as they thought he would? He's only making $3.5 million. So what's the deal with Brian Robinson?
He's on a contract year, and they're trying to get the most resources possible of him before he could possibly leave.
Well, how much do you think you're actually going to get for a third round pick?
More than you would
know
at
what
the
I'm
end of
saying?
this year.
I don't know. I mean, he's had a pretty solid career.
I mean, he's had almost 1,000 yards in each season. It seems like at least average. I mean,
makes me wonder what's going on in Washington. You make the NFC Championship, and your lead receiver and your lead running back are going to be sitting out the next year, possibly.
Come
they
on.
must be asking for more money
what's
than
going
they'll
on?
give.
Yeah, that, or maybe they're maybe they're like the Bengals. They're more
McLaurin's
cheap.
not going anywhere. Come on. They can't
He
let
could
him
still
go.
be. I mean, who knows? He could be. The fact is they don't want to pay him what he thinks he's worth.
Ready for the next dumb thing?
Okay.
Yeah.
The Bengals are trying to trade Trey Hendrickson.
I heard that, and I can't believe that. And please give him to the Cardinals. Yes. Cardinals.
This whole story about Trey Hendrickson is just ridiculous.
Another guy in his contract here.
But to be fair, the Bengals just paid Burrow a super contract. DeMar Chase got a super contract, and so did
T. Higgins.
Higgins got a super contract.
Yeah.
So these guys are cheapskates. Historically, they're cheapskates.
Since he makes more sense.
Yeah, and I can't see them doling out more millions to this defensive end, even though he's one of the best in the league.
So here's what the Bengals are asking for. They want draft pick compensation and other things. So what is Trey Hendrickson going to be worth in a trade, Harris?
Picks. I mean, probably first round.
Straight up picks.
Led the league in sacks last year, so he's going to be worth a whole lot. I mean, they want a lot for him because Randy mentioned it. Cincy makes more sense here, not paying Hendrickson than Washington does, not paying McLaurin or shopping Brian Robinson because, they paid a lot of money to Burrow, to Chase, to Higgins, and that is taking up a whole heck of a lot of their cap. So paying Trey Hendrickson, you'd be locking up 4 players who'd be taking up like 50% of your cap. So
we have a new texter on the text line, Randy.
A new texter?
A brand new texter. 0994 says Detroit Lions pick up Trey, and the Lions' Barry Sanders is the best Sanders.
Yeah.
But the Cardinals had Frank Sanders, and my dad used to call him Chicken Finger Sanders.
Oh, well.
What about Bob Sanders?
Why would he call him that?
What about Colonel Sanders?
That's a good Sanders.
Bob Sanders.
Yeah.
Although the Colonel Sanders was a horrible racist.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
Colts
really
guy.
was.
I wasn't talking about
Was he really?
Colonel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You should read the stories on that guy.
I did not know that.
Anyway, so new texter. Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you. Chosen One says, here's the current cap space for each team. And he shows that the Bengals have $30.3 million in cap space. So you're telling me you can't pay Trey Hendrickson?
Well, think about that. That 30.3 with how much Trey Hendrickson is truly worth. You could say all of that could be going to Trey Hendrickson in a year, and they would have nothing left. So they'd have to hit on draft picks. Otherwise,
seems like they balanced their checkbook. Why have any cap space?
What? Say it again.
Seems like they balanced the checkbook. Why have any cap space?
Go over like the Bills?
No, I didn't say go over like the Bills. I said bring it right up to the line. Spend the money.
Because they wouldn't be able to spend money on any other positions.
But they already have.
Where else do they have to
If
spend?
they have their team sorted out right now.
It's not about right now. It's about
fine, Harris. How about this? Give them $29 million.
29 million.
I will
Keep
say
$1 million
this
left over just in case.
They got that the rookie. They finally got him signed, and now Hendrickson becomes tradable.
Holy moly! The Cardinals have $37.9 million in cap space. What are you saving up for, Randy?
I have no idea. I hope that they maybe Trey Hendrickson. Yeah.
Oh, say 0994, the new texter, says his dad called him Chicken Finger Sanders because he always used to drop the ball because his fingers were all greasy,
Maybe.
He says, my name's Christian, he says. Thanks for the shout out. Well, see, Christian, if you're going to hang around here, you're going to need a texter nickname. So,
Mr. Christian,
if you need any sort of help with that, let us know. But right now, we got to take a break. When we come back, guess what? More football. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
A tool for people to connect with the universe and begin to understand it.
Get our free app and listen to the Daily Blender everywhere you go at 1580thefanatic.com.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
O'Reilly. Protect your vehicle's engine with Mobil 1 Full Synthetic Motor Oil at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Purchase 5 quarts of select Mobil 1 Full Synthetic Motor Oil and get up to a $15 gift card after rebate. Find the synthetic oil that's right for your vehicle and budget. Shop your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Let's go.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Before you fly, take a trip to your local MVD office or authorized third-party provider with your required documents and get the new AZ Travel ID with the Gold Star for your new driver's license or ID. Starting May 2025, this new AZ Travel ID gets you through TSA security checkpoints. It's quick and easy. Think of it as your license to fly. Learn how to get your new ID at aztravelid.com. Sponsored by ADOT in partnership with the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. Did you know that the Lund Mortgage Team was founded back in 1999? That's right, they're celebrating 25 years in existence this year. And you know what you have to do to stay in business that long? You have to be good at what you do. And the Lund Mortgage Team is not just good, they are great. They have helped thousands of people save thousands of dollars over those 25 years here in the Valley of the Sun. They only lend in Arizona, and they're mortgage brokers, which means they can shop your rate around. They're not tied to just one set of rates. Mortgage rates can get crazy. They can get high. They can get low. There's good times to strike, and there's times to stay on the sideline. Let the Lund Mortgage Team be your coach, be your team leader when it comes to these huge decisions. Call 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940, or you can always check them out at lundmortgage.com. Great website with all the tools you need. Call them today. They're my great friends, and you'll love them. It's the Lund Mortgage Team.
A Numbers Game features longtime radio personality Gil Alexander, who takes you on an insider's tour through the numbers and the world of analytics, featuring interviews from today's top insiders and Gil's own takes based on his understanding of sports and betting in an entertaining and comfortable fashion. Catch A Numbers Game with Gil Alexander, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. on Arizona Sports Betting Station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today's Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. You know, I realized I can message my dogs because they're always sniffing around the front door because sometimes people leave packages, right? But if I take my phone and I talk through the doorbell camera,
yes,
I can drive them crazy.
Huh.
So now when I'm traveling, I'll just start talking through the doorbell thing, and they'll start losing their minds at the door. And my wife will look out and not, what's going on?
And your wife will not welcome you home.
She won't know about it.
She will know. She'll know.
She won't know.
She'll
You better not tell her.
I'm not saying a word.
You better not. You better keep your mouth
I am
shut.
not, but somebody listening to the show could very well.
You all better keep your mouth shut. I know where all of you live. Anyway, our new texter says, he's like, I'm a Lions fan living in Arizona for the last 30 years, you know, since I was 10 when my folks moved here. So How about Detroit's Lion Fan 41? Well, that sounds like a gamer tag. This is supposed to be a nickname, and you don't want to be Detroit Lions fan. You got to be creative with this thing.
Yeah.
This is your only chance to make your own nickname.
Is there anything that 41 resembles? Maybe.
Does he have a beard?
Probably because he's 41. So.
Are the Lions your only team?
Why are you asking if he has a beard?
I have some texter nicknames.
What kind of commie bullcrap question is that, Harris?
Does he
is
have
he
a
your
beard?
only team? Is that your only team?
I don't know if he had more.
No, people get one team. Harris, you get a team.
Well, I was saying for
you
other,
don't have like
other
7
sports.
teams. Don't be like Ralph.
No,
you
no,
can't
no,
have
no.
like 7 teams.
I'm not saying
just
for the NFL.
in case
Oh,
one team
Harris
doesn't
wants to
make
name
it.
the new texter bandwagoning son of a bitch. That's what he wants. That's what Harris would have, bandwagoning son of a bitch on the text line.
I think we should. He's from Detroit, correct?
That's what he says. Yes.
How about cold and gassy?
Okay. Well, he's probably trying to. Well, he's been here for most of his life, so he's probably not cold. And he might be
Sphincter
gassy.
factor. Sphincter factor.
You could say the malice from the palace.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but that's in Indiana, though, wasn't it? In Indiana?
No.
Didn't
No, it
that,
was
well,
in
that
Detroit.
happened in
Palace.
Detroit?
It was in Detroit.
That was,
yeah,
that was in
okay.
Detroit. Yeah.
All right.
Malice from the Palace.
Yeah.
Let's get creative here. That's all I'm saying. 0994 or Christian. We probably shouldn't use your first name. This is a good place to hide. That's all I'm saying for you right now here. He says, I got a beard. LOL.
Okay.
And yes, the Lions are my only team.
I wasn't talking NFL. I was saying for other sports too, like NBA, MLB.
Beard abuse.
Yeah.
Malice from the Palace. It happened in the Palace of Auburn Hills.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
it did.
Yeah.
Well, let's get more just sort of, I don't know. Get more creative than that. We've got a guy named Ringless Joe who's a Lions fan.
How about the
Boogie's
phallus?
a Lions fan.
How about the phallus from the Palace?
Ah.
The phallus from the Palace.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't want to be known as a phallus.
There's a lot worse, Jeffrey.
I'm just throwing stuff out here.
But I like that, Randy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Power flush?
What?
Power flush.
Because he's from Detroit?
Maybe.
Give him some better ones, man. I feel like you're giving him stuff from the back of the list.
Bearded turd?
Well, I don't think he wants bearded turd. No.
What do you mean? He's got a beard.
Does it? But nobody wants to be called a turd, Randy.
How about custom cleats?
Okay. Chief Skull says, how about texter nickname 8 Mile Whatever?
I was thinking of Eminem stuff.
Heavy Metal Maniac says, the bearded Lions fan says,
I think
that's not bad, Heavy Metal Maniac.
The 8th mile is pretty good.
Bearded Lions fan.
The Lion's Mane
Bearded
says.
the Lions Mane. Good one.
Lion's Mane.
I like the
Lion's Mane
the 8th mile.
says.
0994 says, Randy, you nailed it. I don't know what you nailed.
Thank you.
Ooh,
He wasn't
Papa-
even in town that weekend, and unless there's a DNA test, you should leave him
Thank you.
alone.
Papa Doc's Nightmare.
What?
Would be a good one.
Papa Doc's?
Papa Doc's Nightmare. You guys ever seen 8 Mile?
No.
Oh, okay.
8 Mile
It's in relation
says-
to that.
Just
Hardcore
what about,
Hog, says Moist One.
What about just 8 Mile?
8th Mile.
How about we call him 8 Mile Mofo?
8 Mile
be.
Mofo
Could
says.
be. Yeah.
Can we call you 8 Mile Mofo? I kind of like that. Quiet Cannon says Motor City Lion. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I like
Motor
8
City,
Mile
Maine.
Mofo.
Motor City, Maine.
8 Mile Mofo.
Motor City is Detroit. I forgot.
How
that.
about 8 Mile Mofo?
That's what I said. Last Optimist says the Cardinals could play that guy in 25, but they won't have any cap to pay Mr. Hendrickson in 26. Probably a good point. Tank Blood says, shout out to Bob Sanders, Iowa Colts.
Oh yeah, Iowa Colts
Defensive
guy.
Player of the Year.
Yeah, I mean,
How about the
very
methane?
responsible for that Super Bowl run.
The
Indiana.
methane monster.
Mr. Wilbur says, Harris, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. That's a song, I think. Chief
Okay.
Skull says, Randy nailed it with that railroad hat today. Bam.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so 0994, are you saying when you say you can call me that we can call you 8 Mile Mofo? Are you saying that?
8 Mile Mofo.
I hope you're saying. Ooh, that's a good one. Rob Diz says maybe Motown Menace. Ooh, that's
not
not
bad.
bad.
Not
I
bad.
like
The
that.
Motown Menace. Really good. Moist one says, how about George Washingbeard? Also not bad. Also not bad.
George Washingbeard.
All right. Commando in the Duke says Lion the Valley. And 0994 says we can call him Motown Mofo. Or what did I say?
there you
8
go.
Mile Mofo.
There you go. 8 Mile Mofo.
So it's either 8 Mile Mofo or what do you think of Motown Menace? You can choose between those if you want. I mean, well, really, it's your nickname. You can choose whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob Diz says, I panicked when I picked mine. Rob Diz? I don't remember how you got to Rob Diz. What was that?
I like Rob Diz.
I can't remember. Sir Drives a Lot says Megatron Sanders. And 0994 has settled on and picked, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, new texter on the text line, the 8 Mile Mofo. Should it be the 8 Mile Mofo or just 8 Mile Mofo?
8 Mile Mofo says.
8 Mile Mofo. There you go. It's official. Typed in, and now you're in the system. You don't have to tell us when you text in who you are. We already know.
Already know. Yeah.
All right. Let's get back to the football, shall we? Another dumb thing. So CJ Stroud walking in wearing a Mariners hat. Probably not great when you are in Texas, in Houston, where the Astros play.
Well, the Astros are in a battle with the Mariners.
Mm-hmm. So he shows up at the game wearing a Mariners hat, and everybody noticed, and everybody's upset. And he says later, he says, "Oh no, listen, I still love the Astros, but it's all good. It's all about the swag, baby." And the fans were like, "The what? What are you talking about, you son of a bitch? You're supposed to be a Texas guy now, and you're wearing the enemy's hat. How dare you, sir?" Of course, they said it with an inbred accent and much different words.
How dare you, sir?
Sorry, he thought he should have said, "Sorry, I can't hear you over the trash cans being banged."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what he's thinking walking in there with the Mariners hat. Here's the thing. Yes, it shouldn't matter, but also yes, why cause trouble? Why cause trouble? There's no reason for you, and you're not helping ingratiate yourself to the fans. If the fans turn on you, the next thing the team turns on you. It's not bright on CJ Stroud's part to walk in wearing that hat. It just isn't.
Well, especially Houston. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's common though.
What?
For a guy, yeah, like players wear a bunch of other teams' hats all the
Rarely.
time.
Players do not wear the opposing team facing your team.
Yeah.
In the race for the division lead.
I guess it is a big rival thing.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
That's true.
No.
That's true. I just thought of like, I don't know, no one cared when LeBron wore Cowboy
That would be
stuff,
like somebody at the New York Jets walking in with a Boston Red Sox hat on.
Let me explain to Harris why LeBron wearing, you said a Cowboys hat?
Cowboys.
Yeah,
like
here's
jersey.
why that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
LA doesn't give a crap about the Rams and doesn't give a crap about the Chargers.
Yeah, well,
and LeBron has been in many different places. So all of a sudden he just has a Cowboys thing. They're like, yeah, okay, who cares? There isn't any kind of like, oh, how could you do that? LA's just like, dude, that's all. They don't care.
He was playing for the Cavs though at the time when he did that.
Okay. So what?
But still I get it. I get it.
This is a little bit different. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Walking into Houston. So I got another dumb thing to tell you.
Okay.
So Jackson Meeks with the Lions, undrafted wide receiver.
Okay.
I am one of the best players in the world, he says.
What? What's that?
I am out here showing that I can play football. Undrafted, first round, second round, doesn't matter. We put the pads on, we put the helmets on. It's about who's better than who, and I am pretty confident. And I'm making these plays. It'll boost your confidence, give you the feeling I am one of the best players in the world. I can actually do this.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Did he get hit in the head with a ball?
I mean, I get you want to go out confident, but don't ever call yourself one of the best players in the world when you haven't even, really played yet.
Haven't done anything, man.
Might not make the 53-man roster. You know, I'm trying to be one of the best players in the world. I want to be one of the best players in the world, not I am. No, you're not. Or you'd have been drafted.
Yeah.
Just saying. I do like what Abdul Carter had to say. That poor guy. Did you see? He got knocked on his ass. This rookie pass rusher for the Giants. He comes running in the first play and he just just gets put right on his ass. Oh my God. Stone Smart just laid a block on him. And then, as he tried to get up, Abdul Carter starts trying to get up, and here comes Chukwumba Okafor, just bam, get down. And you feel bad for him. It's a welcome to the NFL moment for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Carter comes back. He came back real nice for a Giant. He says, might be the only highlight of the Jets season.
Maybe.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good, man.
That's a nice chirp from a guy who just got planted on his keister 2 times in a row in the same play.
It's
But
a good chirp, though.
let's hope he, follows up with something better, right?
I think Abdul Carter's going to be just fine.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll say
listen,
that.
again, it's the first play. It's
Yep.
preseason. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We've got On This Date and big Georgia sports history on the way. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
The Daily Blender is streamed live on YouTube. Search 1580 The Fanatic to watch.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. Did you know that the Lund Mortgage Team was founded back in 1999? That's right. They're celebrating 25 years in existence this year. And you know what you have to do to stay in business that long? You have to be good at what you do. And the Lund Mortgage Team is not just good, they are great. They have helped thousands of people save thousands of dollars over those 25 years here in the Valley of the Sun. They only lend in Arizona, and they're mortgage brokers, which means they can shop your rate around. They're not tied to just one set of rates. Mortgage rates can get crazy. They can get high. They can get low. There's good times to strike, and there's times to stay on the sideline. Let the Lund Mortgage Team be your coach, be your team leader when it comes to these huge decisions. Call 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940, or you can always check them out at lundmortgage.com. Great website with all the tools you need. Call them today. They're my great friends, and you'll love them. It's the Lund Mortgage Team.
O'Reilly. Protect your vehicle's engine with Mobile One Full Synthetic Motor Oil at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Purchase 5 quarts of select Mobile One Full Synthetic Motor Oil and get up to a $15 gift card after rebate. Find the synthetic oil that's right for your vehicle and budget. Shop your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Protect your home and auto by bundling them with Progressive, and you'll have a little less to worry about. But we know you'll find other things to worry about. Like that text you just got from your boss. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Oh, hey, call me when you get a sec. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, well, at least you protected your home and auto with Progressive, so you don't have to worry about that. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Arizona businesses need more skilled workers, and our students are the solution. At the Pima Joint Technical Education District, we build the talent Arizona businesses rely on. With cutting-edge programs in health and technology and hands-on career training, our 30,000 students will graduate ready for high-demand careers. JTED builds the future of Arizona's workforce. Learn how our students will bring excellence to your business at PimaJTED.org. This message is sponsored by Potoff Private Philanthropy.
We talk sports. 1580 The Fanatic.
Today's Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. You want a sign that your team is pretty bad? Here's a sign your team's pretty bad. Panthers have signed UFL MVP Bryce Perkins.
Oh, the running back?
That is how you know your team is pretty bad.
Not the first time for the Panthers. Remember PJ Walker?
Wait a minute, Bryce Perkins, isn't that a quarterback?
Did he go to UCLA?
Because Andy Dalton, they got an elbow injury, and so
Bryce Perkins went to Virginia. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
an Uffle.
Okay.
He's an Uffle player,
Okay.
MVP of the Uffle. I am so happy, Harris, that you have no idea who he is there. It took you a minute to really figure out who it is. It just makes my point. Nothing good is coming from the Uffle. By the way, what's the word on Andy Dalton's injury? Do you know?
Andy Dalton's injury. I do not quite know.
Yeah, I got banged up on the old elbow there, and Jack Plummer ended up being the only healthy quarterback outside of Bryce Young. So, I mean, they're going to stink no matter what. So you may as well go to the Uffle.
Apparently, it's a muscular issue, not an elbow injury for Andy Dalton.
All right.
Next couple weeks to get healthy. So,
Hey, Browns fans.
Joe
Flacco for you.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Joe Flacco is now your starting quarterback. It's official. 40-year-old Joe Flacco.
Still slinging it.
He's your man.
Still going at it.
So is Shador still on the roster?
He's he's there, but he's got an oblique injury. Dylan Gabriel, he's had a hamstring injury. Kenny Pickett has a hamstring injury. I think that they'll have to play Joe Flacco the entire preseason game.
So by process of elimination, it's Joe Flacco.
Oh, Dylan Gabriel, he's hurt his hamstring, I think, from getting that foot up in his mouth. When they were saying to him, he's like, you know what? I'm a competitor. I'm not an entertainer. And everybody's like, oh, so that's about Shador. Then later he had to backpedal like crazy. No. You guys, the reporters, you're all there's a room full of entertainers, and you got a job to do. And I respect it. I'm a competitor, and I got a job to do as well. See, I'm calling you entertainers. Not Shador. I didn't mean him. Oh, God. He's probably more afraid of Dion than he is of Shador himself. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think
Why?
Dion's going to do?
He can outrun Dion.
Dion has
it's true. He's only got a couple
like
toes.
5 toes.
Yeah.
Dion will run in circles, and he won't have to worry about it.
That's a good point.
So,
I just was saying, I wouldn't want to have to hear him yell at me. That's
Well,
all. And then he'll rhyme when he does it. You know. Weird. Anyway, so Joe Flacco, starting quarterback for the Browns. For all you Browns fans, this could be a concern. Travis Hunter got held out of the Jaguars' second preseason game.
upper body injury.
Yeah, that's not great. So then you're going to say, why is there an upper body injury? Is he trying to do too much? I don't know.
No, I think he's playing NFL football, and he got a strain.
And it's the Jaguars. So
probably oblique. Probably
yes,
their
something
season
like
is
bleak, Randy.
Well, maybe a
The
pectoral
Jaguars'
issue.
season is bleak.
Not something you want.
No,
sure.
it's not. It doesn't seem to be anything major, because I think we would have heard about something major. Just a pulled muscle. He'll be all right.
All right. Here's hope. Here's hoping. Oh, for your Cardinals, Randy.
Yes.
First round pick, defensive lineman Walter Nolan. He's on the active PUP list. So
Okay.
Haven't
All
seen
right.
him on
Yeah.
the practice since the offseason program began.
Physically unable to participate.
He's going to have to get something going here if he's going to be able to play week one.
I don't think he's going to be wanting to do that. So if I'm Mr. Bidwell, I just don't write a check to him and say, see you again later.
No,
hello, Bengals. What's it going to cost me to get Trey Hendrickson in here?
Here's the thing about Walter Nolan. He came injured, so you got to let him heal and see what you got with him. So you put him on the reserve PUP list, but that means he'll miss 4 games, but you can at least get a good idea in practices, So, I mean, does he go to the practice squad, first? I mean, you can't even risk that with a high draft pick like him, right?
Defensive guy on the PUP list or Trey Hendrickson.
Randy, if there's a Trey Hendrickson deal, then yeah, it doesn't matter. You trade them, you let them have Walter Nolan.
Think about the
Oh, yeah.
cap. No, just think
But
about
I
the
don't
cap.
see it happening.
Cap. What?
Well, the amount of money it's going to take to pay Trey Hendrickson as opposed to Walter Nolan. Walter Nolan, you're getting him to probably like 4 or 5 million per year. Trey Hendrickson, you're getting at least 20.
They knew what they were getting with Walter Nolan.
Walter Nolan can be really freaking good. Like at Ole Miss, he was a stud. Ole Miss, for those of you that don't know, had like the best run defense in college football last year. A lot of that is because Walter Nolan was their defensive tackle. They gave up like 2.4 yards per carry. You can fact check me on that, but it's around there as a team. So Walter Nolan's that dude.
Yeah, I mean he's worth waiting for, and that's
He
what
totally
they're doing.
is. Yeah.
So
Maybe.
he'll go to the reserve, and you'll just not have him for the first 4 games without giving him
Maybe.
time to
Yeah.
even recover more, and then also start practicing with the team.
Yeah.
So trust me, Randy, it's a good thing.
Okay.
888-368-1580. Devon A-Chain, whatever you call him, he's got a calf injury, and
That's too bad.
that is a concern for
sure.
fantasy football as well. You start looking at these calf injuries, and that is something that
Yeah.
you're going to want to have every last bit of information on before you do a draft.
Yep.
Let's see. Mike Holtz, offensive tackle Braden Smith, Blake Freeland, both gone with injuries. That ain't great. That ain't great. But here's something that they did do. They signed Xavier Howard. That ain't a small thing.
No, 4-time Pro Bowler. Like really, really good. Yeah.
So I don't know what his situation has been as of late, but that ain't bad. The wise guy says, hey, it's not cool to make fun of people who have their feet and toes amputated due to diabetic neuropathy. I may
Who
suffer
was-
the same condition. You see
Who
what
was
I
making
say?
fun of him? I just said he
Capiche?
would run in circles. That's all I said.
It's a fact, wise guy. If you're missing toes, you're going to list.
He will
Yours-
sprint in circles.
Drunk tests got to be equally hard.
Jeffrey, the A-Chain thing is concerning because on his running style, that's a guy that's being drafted first off in first rounds in fantasy football drafts, very high.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
He is one of the most explosive guys, not just running backs in the whole NFL. That guy is fast. When you give him a hole, he will easy, moist one, easy. Point
Jeez,
is
no
to
one
say-
was even thinking that. Harris, you dirty.
I know.
dirty filth.
I got to cover all my tracks, Jeffrey. I know how the fourth dimension can be. So
you filth.
Those in fantasy, I was never really bought in on the A-Chain situation because of the running back by committee possibility. And volume is fantasy, but a little bit more concerning now with the calf injury. Something to watch for those that are thinking of drafting him.
One way or the other, I'd have passed on him.
Yeah,
but I'm not in a condition to get him at 11. Yeah, you know what? Now I'm depressed. So let's go ahead and do this. It's time now for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1940, Jimmy Powers, the sports editor of the Sunday New York Daily News, caused a flap when he suggested the New York Yankees' poor play that season was attributed to a mass polio epidemic contracted from Lou Gehrig.
Oh, boy.
Wait, what? The former Yankee first baseman and his roommate, Bill Dickey, filed suit, resulting in the newspaper apologizing and retracting the story. Yeah, they thought that you could get polio from Lou Gehrig. Well, it turns out Lou Gehrig, by a bizarre coincidence, got Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what are the
Which is odd
chances?
because who knew he was going to contract Lou Gehrig's disease?
Right.
And his name is Lou Gehrig.
The
the
coincidence
who knew
is
that?
staggering.
I know.
That he
I
caught
know.
the Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah.
Whatever the case. So, yeah, I mean, you can't get polio from somebody with Lou Gehrig's disease.
Right.
And I'm fairly sure
that's
it's
what
not
I was-
contagious.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Is the Lou Gehrig's disease contagious?
I don't think so.
The
No.
ALS?
No, that's a genetic. I think it's a genetic disease. Yeah.
So, boy, they were really dumb in 1940.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. The New York Daily News. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
anywho.
New York Daily News. Yeah.
So there's your thing.
What are you going to do?
Okay, listen, we don't have a whole lot of show left, but I saw
Mhm.
something. Today seems to be the day of Dumpf.
Oh, no more?
Yeah, well, this is going to actually make you laugh and possibly be angry. I don't know.
Okay.
Volkswagen just debuted a new subscription plan for their electric cars. They're making you pay extra for the full amount of horsepower in the car. It's only happening in England right now. No word on when they might do it here in the United States, but here's how it works. The Volkswagen ID3 electric car has 228 horsepower, but if you don't pay the fee of over $20 a month, you only get 201 of those horsepower.
Oh, boy. Wow.
So they're framing it as, well, we're giving you options. You know, if you drive like your grandma, you only need the 200 horsepower. But if you need more zip, well, then you can pay for it. They're saying it's nothing new. Historically, many gas and diesel vehicles have been offered with engines of the same size with the possibility of choosing one with more potency. This is all bull crap, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, the $22 a month to have your full horsepower. Or they say a one-time fee of $880 will keep it unlocked even if you sell the car. This is the kind of stuff that Tesla is doing. This is the kind of stuff Volkswagen. Tesla is be a thing where you get all these features, but if you sell the car, the car goes to like basic, and you got to pay. The new person who buys the car from you has to pay to open those features up.
Oh my God! Gosh. Yeah,
man, I don't think that is right at all. I mean, if you buy a car, you should get all I have a V8. If they said, well, you have to pay a little extra every month to unlock that 8th cylinder, or else you're a V7, man. Think about who drives trucks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to do anything because, those guys would be down at the dealership already, taking care of things.
Yeah, I think I hear. I have audio of that actually happening here. There they go right now.
Speeding off there to their axe handles, their shovels, and their rakes
on their way right now. Yeah.
To apply.
Oh my God! There they go.
Some people.
Oh, there they go. Yeah, off into the sunset.
Can you imagine just the absolute stones to charge somebody to use something they bought? I mean,
nope.
If you pay us an extra $5 a month, the electric mixer you bought for your kitchen, we'll give you puree.
No.
What the hell, man? I just bought your product. It should come with all of whatever it has.
Everyone will start doing it. Give it time. It's the same exact thing with streaming services too. Like, oh, if you buy this, you can have this. If you buy this, you can buy this and get more. It's like the UFC thing.
Can
like
I just say?
Yeah.
Let me just say something. I am 55 years old. Probably have another 20, 30 years left. If society can just take it easy until I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'd appreciate it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? How about just hold off on some of these ideas till I can't drive anymore?
I like it.
And if society can just hold it together a little longer, I sure would appreciate it. That's my message, really.
I unfortunately am not in the position to beg for it. It's just not realistic.
Harris, you're not going to survive whatever comes next. I'm sorry to tell you that.
The AI robots are going to get me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Randy and I will be giggling
the robot
on the porch as we watch it happen. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. if we're all still here. It's the Daily Blender here on 15.